if I was Floyd and he was me, he would never have to fight again because that exhibition shit. As me being his little brother, hey, little bro, we finna do 10 rounds, and we both gonna get $100+ million for it,
right?
And we ain't never got to box again. Well, I already been getting these bets, but now it's time for you to get your just due,
right?
Yo, you know the deal. We back again. We never slacking. Word 'em up. Ladies and guys, whether if you drunk or you high, it's time to pay respects to the illest man alive. If you think you got a point, he'll shrink you down to size. And from there it's downhill like a slinky or a slide. Open your eyes. Got a deep connection with the rise, so you might see them jump in whenever they go live. Peep it. This channel blowing up now, it's not a secret. With tons of exclusive interviews to listen to. Them other channels I hate, but yo, they missing clues. They start narratives, sip the goose and twist the truth. It don't take a rocket scientist to get the proof. Just click the live at 4 p.m. Eastern time. But when you chime in, make sure you keep it kind. But if cowards want to debate, then it's feasting time. My man Jusdu shine, busy all the time. Grind 24/7, 365. Videos he might have 365. My rhyme sick, they make you do a 365. You get a rich if you think you fit to survive. It's Jusdueboxing, time to click the live. Ain't no beginners, if you soft, you ain't down to ride. I crush you, respect too, it's Jusdu. He got the illest boxing show on the internet. The boy been a threat and he ain't even had dinner yet. Word 'em up. Yeah. You know what time it is. $4 p.m. Eastern. Click the link.
In the building. Make sure y'all subscribe to Jusdueboxing, the best boxing talk on YouTube.
Jusdueboxing in the building, 4 o'clock shorty, man. Y'all make sure y'all check him out. He's going to be live today at 4 o'clock, man. And he's going to be spewing some good stuff as he always do with an unbiased approach, man. He's probably the most unbiased channel on YouTube.
What's going on? And one of my favorite channels, if y'all into that pugilistic perfection, if y'all into that boxing, that's that boy Jusdueboxing here on YouTube. Make sure y'all check out Jusdueboxing, the only unbiased boxing channel on YouTube, because I am definitely biased when I talk about boxing. So
as always, we got to shout out everybody in the chat, man. Shout out to my brother Jusdu. Y'all make sure y'all go sub to Just, man. Just doing a hell of a job over there. Had a great interview today. The brother, and I say it respectfully, one of the most non-biased individuals that I've ever heard speak on the sport of boxing. And I got a lot of love and respect for my brother Just, man. And right now, we're going to give him his just due. Shout out to my brother Jusdu, man. Much love.
What's good? What's good? What's good? Fight family, man. We one day away from that Fatal Fury card. And I can't lie, man. I'm actually looking forward to these matchups. I don't got a dog in the race and no fight. You know, I am rooting for guys, but at the end of the day, I don't have no real dog in the race. It's just going to be a enjoyable weekend of boxing. We got Friday with the Fatal Fury. Saturday, you got Canelo. Sunday, you got Monster anyway. It's a lot to like, man. But how y'all feeling? Are y'all ready for this weekend of boxing, man? Shout out to everybody in the building. Smash the like button, sub to the channel, turn your notifications on, share the live, super chat, cash app. We gonna build. We working, man. We working. Where we at on the likes? We at 1 million yet? Not yet. Cash Sports, my guy, BN Boxing News. Ace, what's good, family? Joseph, what it do? Thomas T. Hill is in the building, man. What's good with it, bro? Tim Layton is in the building. How y'all bros feeling? How y'all feeling? How the gents feeling on this good Thursday, man? just more takeaways from this press conference that they had just yesterday. You know, it's a lot going on, man. Bill and Oscar is still in the show. You know, I don't know. I don't know about y'all, but I, for one, I'm enjoying the Haney's talking shit again. I'm enjoying them talking shit. I'm enjoying seeing Bill peek his head back out. You know, he peeking his head back out. You get me? Peeking his head back out. He ready to promote. But look, man, I think Haney really is coming to do a job. I do see a lot of different takes, man. People believe that Ramirez is about to give him all he can handle, but I really think Ramirez is in for a boxing lesson tomorrow. 2 cents, what it do? Abdul Rahim, what's good with it? How you feeling, fam? Said we got action. You know we got action, man. We got action all weekend. All weekend. Yeah, man. I like what Bill been doing, man. I think he's sending the message, bro. And it's been pretty consistent. You going at Dev, he going at you. He's always been like that. You going at Dev, he going at you. He ain't beat, man. Bill ain't beat. You know, like I said, him and Oscar was going at it. They had some little words. Oscar pretended like he wanted to fight Bill. It was funny, man. So this is a lot of little fun and funny takeaways. And did y'all get to see what Bill said is the secret weapon? He brought in a secret weapon for Jose Ramirez, man. Did y'all see the secret weapon? He brought in a secret weapon for Jose, man. That mean they trying to cross every T and dot every I. I feel confident about Haney going into this training camp, man. I think he got something to prove, man. You know, I think he got something to prove, and I think, again, like I've been saying, it's going to start with Jose. Jose just a stepping stone right now. It's unfortunate, but he's just in my boy Haney way right now. You get me? He just in the young Dev's way. And he going to get some straightening come tomorrow, man. I'm enjoying the fact that we got some fights Friday night. And let's be honest, Ryan Garcia and Rolly could be a headliner by itself. Devin and Ramirez, headliner by itself. Teo and Barboza, headliner by itself. Miss me with all the negative boxing talk. I'm not trying to hear it. Those cards, whether you like them or not, every fight usually has a favorite. You know what I'm saying? More times than not. So just because you have favorites don't mean they all gonna win. They still all got jobs to go out there and do. No guy in either fight on either side, neither opponent could come in here and take the fight lightly. You get me? Definitely not the underdogs. They're already expected to lose. You know, the Rollies. Even Ramirez, I don't think he'll be the favorite going into this fight. You know, Barboza. These guys are all underdogs. They expected to lose, so they got something to prove, man. I'm pretty sure these dudes ain't coming in here to lay down. Shit, Rolly shared the ring with Ryan, man. He know what it's like, man. He familiar with him, man. He sound like he confident as hell. You get what I'm saying? He sound like he's very confident in you know, getting in there with Ryan. And let's see how he fight, because he done talked a little bit, you know, but let's see how he approached this fight, because it's been years since they got in the ring with each other. They both changed since then. They both have taken a loss since then. Rolly took multiple losses. He been dropped, stopped, you know, dropped and sparring and some more shit, right? So Rolly is really, he got a lot to prove, man. He got a lot to prove. Like, people just they count him out. They think Ryan just gonna catch him at some point, left hook him and get him up out of there. But it's up for Rolly to change the, you know, the trajectory of, you know, the fight once he get in it. You know, he gonna have to be himself. As crazy as that may sound, Rolly gotta be himself, man. Anything less, Ryan gonna have a field day, you know. So Rolly gonna have to be his regular, unpredictable, somewhat aggressive, unorthodox self. If not, I think he just like I've been saying, he might run into some shit, and it could be a shorter night for this dude. You know what I mean? Definitely could be a shorter night. Definitely, man. Shout out to Abdul. Appreciate you, brother. You think Bill was wrong for questioning Derrick James about the weight cut situation? We're going to get into that, man. We're going to get into that. I think I got the clip. I didn't watch it all. I think I got the clip that you're talking about. We're going to talk about that because I didn't really get to like process it. That's why I like to do it in real time. I'd be purposely not watching some of these clips. So when we could, you know, when I come here, we watch them in real time. And we're going to talk about it. I hear Derrick James is a little uncomfortable, but we're going to see. Bill, like I said, with him, yo, it's paranoia, right? It's just typical paranoia, right? Like, he don't trust nothing Ryan Garcia. And anybody that is willing to work with him, he gonna have questions for them, right? It's just one of those things where you can't avoid it. You know what I'm saying? And it's like one of those situations where you lay down with people that are deemed untrustworthy, you're gonna be questioned to a degree. You get what I'm saying? Now, I don't really think he should be questioning Derrick James because I think his track record speaks for itself. He's always been on the up and up, solid dude, solid trainer. He always trying to put his fighter in the best position to win. He don't just show up for a check. You got to respect that about Derrick James. Pretty much no nonsense guy. He really about the business at hand, and that's the fight. He don't go back. He don't entertain the back and forth. He don't words what you you just gotta love it. Derrick James is just all business all the time. Like, he not for the games. He not for the clown show. You get me, Derrick James? Like, look, that's job. I'm here to train this man and put him in position to win. AD Solo, what it do? Rolly's in some good shape. Yeah, he look like he in good shape too since he do. Shout out to John Wick too, man. Boxing with 2-4, my guy. Said this weight drain affect your punch power, footwork, mental block to your body from moving. Abdul, I think being weight drained could affect a number of things. I think it could affect your mental overall, your performance overall. I think it could, you know, hinder your body from responding. Like you saying, like your body from moving. I think it could stop you from responding the way you want to. It could affect punch resistance. There's a number of different things having a tough weight cut could cause. You get what I'm saying? So that's what I hope for all parties involved, all fighters involved. I'm hoping most importantly for the health of these dudes. I hope nobody had to have a strenuous weight cut, which it doesn't look like. Everybody looks relatively healthy and ready to go. That's why I say, man, I'm just trying to build up boxing over here, one build at a time. This is a solid card. I'm not tripping because we have favorites in these fights. You got favorites in a lot of fights, bro, but those favorites have jobs to do. Like I'm going to keep saying throughout this stream, man, they can't overlook. Rolly is dangerous, bro. One of them wild-ass unorthodox shots, man. He knock you off balance or, you know, clip you, hit you in your equilibrium, knock your equilibrium off or something. Now you in there. Now you fighting for your life. You get what I'm saying? Teofimo Lopez, he's been known to be an up and down performer at 140. If he go in there with Barboza looking at him like he easy work, he can mess around and lose. We seen what happened with him and Sandor Martin. You get what I'm saying? We seen the Nakatani fight. You get what I'm saying? You seen the Kambosos fight. Like, he better not go in there overconfident. That's what I do know. So, Tio, you got a job to do, and you got a guy that really feel like he can beat you. So, guys got to take this shit serious. You know, the same deal with Devin Haney. You go in that fight, bro, you got to go in there and you got a job to do. You got to prove all these goofies wrong. Man, I'm telling you, I'm rooting for Devin Haney more than I ever have in my YouTube career ever. Like, ever, at any point in his career. Like, I'm telling you, like, it still stands. I'm still on that same type of time I was on yesterday. I hope he make everybody eat their words, all the boos, all the negative press, all the people count him out. Everybody saying he's a shot fighter, he done. And I hope he prove every last one of them people wrong. Jay Grant, what it do, homie? USA Boxing, what's good, fam? Shout out to Joseph, man. You think now Bill not trusting Ryan for using PEDs, now bringing in Shane Mosley, who's called PEDs, and system should be trusted. Nah, but that's interesting, Joseph. That's funny that you say that. It's funny that you say that because he make all this noise about the PEDs and then bring that guy in. But I think it's more so mind games, I think, than anything, right? And I think it's little information and things that Shane Mosley can give, little pointers and things like that, right? It's all the degree in which you're working with an individual, right? He's not going to be doing no, you get what I'm saying? Like, he's not doing no strength and conditioning, not putting them on a regimen, none of that. He just simply giving insight, right? Insight from a vet's perspective and, some things he may or may not know about Ryan Garcia and company. You know what I'm saying? But We're going to find out. You know what I'm saying? But I don't look at it too much. It's nothing, right? It's just a little showmanship, just a little mind games, whatever little information they could squeeze out of Shane Mosley, they're going to do it. And you should do it because boxing is all about an edge, having that edge. And whichever way you could get the edge, as long as you're not breaking any rules, then go ahead and get that edge. You get what I'm saying? But you bring up a good point, though, being that Shane, got caught up and he's been heavy on Ryan's case about that. But trust me, one thing about Bill that I think you can take to the bank, they ain't messing around with no drugs, and he not gonna mess Ryan, Devin's career up like that. So I think they know better. You know what I'm saying? They got a strong team, and I'm vouching for Bill. And when I say that, I want to be very specific. Am I vouching for when he color outside the lines and say shit that we can't rock with as men and women? Nah. As adults, nah, not that stuff. But as of lately, he ain't been doing that. So I'm not going to keep bringing up shit that he did years ago and keep using that or justifying, a reason not to like him based off some shit he did years ago. People make mistakes. They do things that you don't like. They're allowed to move on and learn from it. And that's where I'm at with Bill. So for me, since the loss, they went quiet for a while, got overturned. They don't have a loss. He's back talking. Listen, he's just going to bat for his son. I don't think he's doing anything wrong. He back talking that talk. That's what Bill do. That's what you got to expect. I don't think he's doing nothing wrong. So I'm rocking with him. He in support of his son, and he back. This is 2.0, and he letting people know about it. And this is what he should be. Don't start biting your tongue now. He's too outspoken to be a closed mouth now. So nah, Bill, keep talking your shit. Oscar, you bogus. Nah, Bill Haney don't need to get fired. Y'all wilding. This is what's wrong with boxing now, bro. You could win 50 fights in a row and lose one. And the time you lose one fight, they like, you fire your dad. Nah, bro, don't go like that. Don't go like that. It's the same dad that got his son, took his son over there to Mexico and got his career started. It's the same dad that is solely responsible for why guys get paid more over there in Mexico. This is the same dad that guided his son onto being the youngest undisputed champion and the last undisputed lightweight champion that we got in boxing. You get what I'm saying? So I miss me with all of that. I'm going to look at all of the things that they've done as a whole before I sit there and look at Bill and say, hey, you got to get rid of this guy. Now, you don't got to get rid of him. And y'all got to shut the hell up. If the fighter is cool, then shut up. I don't care. Like the fighter is cool with who's training him, who's in his corner. I don't have anything to say. Just like Teo. If you cool with Teo Sr., cool. All right. That it is what it is. Bill ain't a detriment to Devin Haney's career. We got to stop that narrative before it starts. I don't like how I keep saying it. No, he's not. He didn't ruin his career. He didn't fail him. Y'all bugging. Y'all bugging. This man, I don't care about 420 no more. It's over with. Like, it's only so much we can harp on that shit. Devin Haney is moving on. Ryan Garcia got to move on. It's not officially a loss. Ain't no way in hell you going to tell me an undefeated fighter with accolades such that Devin Haney got at 26 years old is a failure. In any way, shape, or form, y'all, wow, bro. Failure how? Because he beat a guy that they split when he had 6 fights with as an amateur. What's crazy about that? That's what's wrong with y'all. That's what I don't care what Devin Haney said about the buildup of the fight. The fact of the matter is Ryan Garcia is a quality fighter. You don't have to like him, but he is. You get what I'm saying? Losing to him, getting dropped by him, catching some left hooks, Ryan getting it off in that fight, don't change shit, man. It is what it is, man. Devin Haney is still one of the most successful fighters in the sport. What the hell we be talking about? That's why I'm like, I can't stand the toxicity. It's at an all-time high, but I'm here to bring appreciation back to this sport, man. One live stream at a time. These dudes get way too much flack. It ain't even that deep. And that's why I keep saying, man, if y'all gonna keep bringing up shit that they did several years ago or that Bill did several years ago, I don't want to hear it. I'm talking about what he doing now. He right back. Listen, they was in a sticky spot. Nobody wanted to bid on the Sandor Martin fight. He had the belt. He ended up making a decision to vacate the belt. You get what I'm saying? Now they put together a plan, and they got a plan going in motion to get themselves back to the top of that mountain. Where's the people at? That's for the comeback story. Where them people at? That's all about that get back. How you gonna get back if you don't get back? How you gonna get back if you don't get back? And that's all I'm saying. Allow the man to get back before we talk about who failed him and how he a failure And if he a shot fighter, you can't be no shot fighter only losing one fight, and it's not even a loss unofficially. You get what I'm saying? That's not a shot fighter. That's premature judgment, man. We're not even allowing the kid to get back in the ring and see what he got. I'm telling you, I'm going to enjoy every punch that he lands tomorrow night. Every single punch, every jab, every straight right hand, every body shot. I'm going to enjoy it because all y'all do is run around here shitting on that kid, and I ain't rocking with it. It ain't enough reason. I'm saying every single day I see it. It's like, damn, y'all really serious. Y'all don't like this kid. Well, y'all gonna really be mad when he beat up Ramirez tomorrow. I'm telling you, boxing lesson on the way. Where my guy Joe at? What'd he say? 36 minutes of hell. Yes, sir. I'm supporting that energy today. That's what I want to see. Ain't no way in hell. And I wish I could holler at him personally, because I just tell him, you ain't got to be no villain. You could just be Devin. Whatever that is, that's good enough for me. Just go be Devin. And that's what's going to get you that dub. That's what's going to get your hand raised. That's what's going to make all those people that was booing, they're going to have to eat crow, bro. You get what I'm saying? They're going to have to eat some crow. How the hell we mad at him? All right, let's say like he did. All right, so what? If he didn't get the upper hand in the fight with Ryan. What do that mean? So that mean we be mad at him because the fight didn't work out? Like, you serious? So what about them other 30 fights? What about the other 30? Them shits don't matter? Or none of them fights count? Come on, man. Nah, we ain't doing that. Hell no, I can't wait till he kick ass. I can't wait to see his hand get raised. Can't wait to see him talk some shit to Ryan and go get that lick back. I'm telling you, that's what I'm on. I'm pushing that energy because people tripping. Dr. Boxing Talk. There's a doctor in the house, my dog. What's good with it, bro? How you feeling? Oscar, yeah, he trying it, but we ain't. And you know what? I chalk it up, Jay. It's just promotion. It's just some shit talking. It's gonna happen, right? He ain't really got too many legs to stand on, Jay. He ain't got too many cards he could play, so he got to go with the low-hanging fruit. Fire Bill Haney. We gonna get to all that. A1 Hoop Zone, what's good with it? Big Soldier, what it do? Yo. Hey, Jay, I keep saying this, bro, and I'm gonna keep saying it. If Bill Haney and Devin Haney's relationship and his situation currently is an example of what a failure is, I can't wait. I got 2 sons, man. I'm kind of in a rush to fail them, Jay. I'm kind of in a rush. If that's what it looked like, I can't wait. I'm in a rush to fail my son's multi-millionaire, undisputed, young-ass world champion. What was he, 24 when he did it? Come on, what are we talking about? This shit is for boxing. Stop thinking about the fighter, man. If you really like boxing, you should appreciate this conversation because he getting way too much flack for losing to a guy that he split 3-3 with in the amateurs. I don't give a damn how long ago it was. That shit is experiences that they can take with them for the rest of their lives. Obviously, it had some type of impact on the fight. They knew each other. Bruce Guys, peace to the OG. How you feeling? You get me? We ain't doing that. 23. You know what I'm saying? 23 years old. Come on, man. That's not a failure, bro. That's success all over the place. And again, part of boxing, like you gonna lose some fights. You gonna hit some rough patches. It's not always gonna go your way. But what you supposed to do when it don't go your way? Yeah, he had some moments. Yeah, he openly admitted to like questioning some stuff, you know, having some issues mentally, emotionally, all that shit. He was transparent about that. But he done shook back. Youngin done shook back. And he ready to go get what's his. And I'm like I said before, I'm a fan of that. I'm a fan of that way of thinking. That's how you got to do it, man. That's how you need to do it. Let's talk fashion. What it do, Remo? L-Dub, Boxing and Fax Machine in the building. What's good, family? Let's get to it. And he brought in the secret weapon. How y'all feel about that secret weapon? Because that's something I ain't talking about yesterday. Yeah, I know what the secret weapon is, man. He brought sugar. He brought some sugar and spice in here. Let's get to this. Hold on. Where it is? Oscar got them gassed up like he ready to fight Bill. Man, this is cool, man. This is good boxing energy at its best, man. Ain't nobody get hurt. Don't nobody gotta pay no fines. Just got a cool little build up to a fight that you did, a fight card that you can't say you expected. Like I said, if somebody would have told you 2025 and you know, May, we was getting, you know, Ryan, Devin, and Teo on the same card, but none of them fighting each other. You know what I mean? You wouldn't have said you seen this coming. So I just appreciate solid cards, man. It's a cool idea. It's a means to an end. These dudes all have bigger fish to fry if they're successful. You know, the favorites on anyway, you know. So we're gonna see how it all plays out.
Starting with Oscar Delahoya first saying that it's 3 headliners and they're all with Golden Boy.
Hey, what? I know it's something chicey, ain't it?
Yeah, that doesn't make sense.
Hey, what? It's a little crooked over
here. You said 3 headliners and they're all with Golden Boy.
What?
Bill is. Like you don't need to get into.
What'd you say? What'd you say? Yeah! What'd you say? What'd you say? What's wrong with me? What's wrong with me?
Oscar, we gonna get you going!
What's wrong with me? I thought these motherfuckers were
That's flashbacks.
Ladies and gentlemen, all the way in New York. Let's go, Oscar! Let's go, Oscar!
Oh, man.
It's turned into full chaos up here, folks.
Come on, man.
Look at Oscar. You know Oscar been here before. He know where the camera's at. Oscar say, it's my time. It's my time. He said, it's my time. It's my time. It's my time. Let me act up. You know what I mean? Server was fighters. Yeah, man. Now, Oscar, all seriousness, Ryan, what's good with it, bro? Boxing talk up north. What it do, my guy? How you feeling? Oh, man. Yeah. Teo's a damn character, bro. Hey, Beezy, what it do, homie? How you feeling? Man, let's get to it. Teo stress too, guys. Teo instigator, gassing it up. Oscar feeding into the crowd. Bill Haney gets amped up. I'm just in the mood to see some boxing, y'all. I feel like I'm appreciative of the weekend that we got coming up. You know what I'm saying? Back-to-back cards. You know what I'm saying? Back-to-back action, bro. So I like it, bro. I really do. You know what I'm saying? I do, man. Oscar knew where them cameras was at. He having some fun with the situation, man. It's cool, man. But most importantly, man, we got action, man. Guys making weight. Everybody look healthy. I like the fact, though, I don't know about y'all, but I like the fact that there ain't too many narratives going into these fights, right? You know what I mean? People, ain't no weight drain narratives, ain't none of that. It's everybody comfortable, everybody good, everybody ready to fight. And we should see some good action. I'm telling you, man, don't count the underdogs completely out, man. I think we could expect some interesting turnouts, is what I'm saying, right? I ain't saying no favorites is gonna lose, but if there's always that possibility to upset PGH, big dog. What it do, homie? He said Jerry, and that's how they was doing, right? Yeah. Yeah, you caught that? He blowing his fist. He was letting Bill know, man, these joints hot over here, B. You know, I'm serving them up. He had to let Bill know, man, so he could calm on down. You know what I'm saying? Oh man. Always gotta have some fun with this. Yeah, Oscar, yeah, definitely. Oscar was a beast in his day. You know that. And he'll fight you, but I just thought it was funny, man, him to have a little fun with it. But, you know, aside from the fun part of it, you know, I always bring it back to boxing. Something that, you know, I wanted to talk a bit about today because I keep seeing it, I keep hearing it, I keep reading it, right? And now here go Oscar with it, right? With this whole Fire Bill Haney bit. And I think that's just a stretch, right? You heard some of that same stuff when Errol Spence lost to Terrence Crawford. Now people questioning Derek James and how he get trainer of the year. Errol Spence need a new trainer. It's like we do this every time. Never mind all the continued success that they had. Never mind the championship run that they went on, being unified, snatching up 3 of the titles, snatching them up off the champions. Never mind all of that success. You get what I'm saying? They go and lose one fight to one of the absolute best fighters in boxing today. And all of a sudden now Derek James got to go. And it's this situation with Devin Haney and Bill Haney is very reminiscent of Derrick James and Errol Spence. Like they had, and it's crazy. They got both. Errol got very close to about 30 fights. Devin did get to 30 wins, but the undisputed at 35, a champion at 40. And then as soon as they slip up or a fight don't go their way, it's like, yeah, get rid of Bill. Yeah, he's the real problem. Nah, he ain't the problem. People are the problem. And the way that y'all allow him promoting his son to make you mad is the problem. It shouldn't piss you off that way. Like, again, he talk his shit, you know what I mean? And just like everybody else, bro. But at the end of the day, they stand on business, man, and they getting back at it, man. So I think that's where people need to appreciate him and stop looking for a reason to be mad. You get me? Stop calling for this man's job. I think that's lame as hell. You get what I'm saying? He clearly is not the control freak that we seen Floyd Senior be, right? He clearly knows how to take a back seat, take a step back, and remove himself from a position and allow somebody else to step in. You've seen him do it before. He's doing it to a degree now. You get what I'm saying? He's always allowed somebody else to try to pour into Devin to get him to that next level. So I just think it's time for people to kill the narratives and really highlight how that's one of the things that he's always been on top of in his career. Like he's always been on that for Devin. He worked with a number of different people, and it's the same thing when it came to like promoters and different things like that. He's not hindered this man's success in any way. If anything, he's just guided him while he's learning on the job as well. Certain things he probably still learning as he go too. So, I enjoyed their journey. It's been fun to watch them be a successful dad-son combination in boxing, where they don't have a strained relationship, and they just doing them. And that's why I say if the fighter is happy, I ain't about to complain. And that's what I noticed. People call for Teo Senior. It's the same thing. Teo happy, cool. I'm off it. You get me? So the same thing here. So I'm gonna play the clip that Oscar, what Oscar was saying, but I just didn't agree with what he was saying. And again, he's just talking his shit. Again, they going back and forth. You could expect him to talk like this, but at the end of the day, we got to be realistic, man. We gotta separate good from bad, and I don't give a damn what you say. Bill is definitely good for Devin Haney's career. That's BS. I mean, anybody say anything else, they bugging out. You know what I mean? And again, that don't mean everything he do and every move he make is going to be perfect. But again, everybody makes some type of mistakes. And if we go overly criticize somebody for taking a fight and it not going their favor, especially with the fact that it was some PEDs at play, you know what I mean? You got to just be real with yourself, man. Got to be real. They ain't the victims, but they ain't the bad guys either. You know what I'm saying? They ain't the bad guys of boxing. They talk their shit just like anybody else, bro. But let's get to this clip from
I cannot believe that Devin Haney has not fired his father. How is he still a manager to Haney? He basically almost ruined his career, by suing this and that and this. It's like, Devin Haney's actually a nice guy. I don't have anything against him, but his father is ruining his potential. It's amazing. It's mind-boggling. But I think it's going to be a great fight against Ramirez. It's going to be a tough fight. I just do not understand being away for a year, okay? Getting knocked down several times by Ryan Garcia. What his confidence level, Devin Haney's confidence level is going to be like.
Live on DAZN Worldwide, May 2nd and 3rd.
So, look, I understand the confidence and all of that stuff, but you got to think, it was crazy to me, right? It's crazy. Mike Bay was good with it, fam. How you feeling? Eubank. Shout out to Eubank, man. He did his thing this weekend, man. Yeah, we got a great Big So's. We got a fun weekend. Big Dre, what it do, homie? How you feeling, bro? Fate was good with it, bro. Yeah, man. He finally getting what he want. So, look, let's talk about it. Look, shout out to Oscar. Everybody got their opinions and their different takes. But I don't think, look, the lawsuit thing, making it public, probably wasn't the best idea in hindsight, right? But I think at the end of the day, they kind of still in a position to make things happen for themselves. So, You have to be real, man. That lawsuit is bullshit. The way people put too much into it is BS. Focus on the fighting. Focus on the moves that they're making within the sport. They're really right there in the position. It's really all up to them as a team. You know, a lot is on Devin. A lot is on Bill. You know, having the expertise to guide him to that next level, to those next couple victories, because he gonna need it. He gonna need to cross every T, dot every I. You get what I'm saying? But you know, think about what Oscar said. You know, you just don't understand. You know, you took a year off of boxing. Well, I don't get it. On one end, we're so heavily critical of the punishment that he sustained in the fight over the 12 rounds, right? We're so critical of that. And then at the same time, when he take time off from this beating that y'all said was so bad, and now people exaggerating it. I'm willing to say that. Nah, man. Yeah, he took some heavy shots in there, but I seen way worse beatings in the sport than that. And I stand on that. I stand behind that. Yeah, he got tight, and it looked as bad because people didn't expect it, right? But at the end of the day, I've seen a lot worse ass whoopings than that. It wasn't like he was just getting pummeled with shots round after round and just getting drowned with activity and then dropped all over the place, right? He was just making mistakes. Ryan would capitalize big in some of those rounds. He was getting them knockdowns. Can't take it from him, but I've seen way worse beatdowns than that. But at the same time, if you're going to say that the fight was so grueling and so, you know, taxing for him physically and mentally, then you would think he would need a little bit of time off. I mean, he ain't never really had, you know, I think this is the longest amount of time he took off, I think, in his career. He needed this. This shit is good. Like, you got to think this is after 30, 31 fights, bro. So let's put this shit in perspective before we try to be overly critical of the move that he made. On one end, you're telling him that the fight is so bad. Wouldn't you think he needs some time off? Right? All right, he took some time off. Probably took a couple extra months with it to get the business affairs in order. Now that he got that shit straightened, it's business as usual. You see the man right back in tip-top shape, made weight, ready to go. What we talking about? You get what I'm saying? That's what, just get a man, let the man breathe, man. Like let him breathe. He can't make no decision. That's a good one. Taking a year off I think it was a good move. Let your body rest. Get your time. Get your, let your mind go at ease, man. Get to process some things. Watch the fight over, right? Accept some accountability along the way. So it's a lot there, right? So you did need some time off, and then you got right back to it. Get what I'm saying? You got right back to it. Now you're right back in shape and you're ready to go for tomorrow. That's it. That's all, man. It was smart. He took the 2 years would have been crazy, but the year off was justified. That was understandable. Thought that was good timing. He came back. He figured out a situation that would work for him, and that was getting Jose Ramirez in there. And I'm glad that people like Oscar and many others got a lot of faith in what Jose Ramirez still is. That's cool, because when you get outboxed tomorrow, in my opinion, if I'm wrong, I'll be here, but you get outboxed tomorrow, they're going to have to get that man his credit. I don't want to hear nothing. Watch, I can see it now having to eat some crow, and they're going to have to accept the fact he's going to be back sharp. That's what I think, because I don't think he's a ruined fighter. So I think he can get back to what he do, boxing and being sharp. I'm telling you, bro. Telling you. And that would allow him, I think, personally, to build his confidence in the ring. Him just boxing and being sharp, being what he is, right? A boxer, making sure he make it as difficult as possible for the guy on the other side. And take advantage of the fact that Jose Ramirez has become a bit more domesticated in these last few fights or so, right? He fight like he got something to go home to, and he just don't go all out like he used to me, right? That dude was a dangerous guy because he could really hurt you in there. And he could get to you. His activity could be a problem for you. Pressure mixed with pressure, smart pressure behind the jab, different things. I just don't see that same approach. Like I keep saying, I don't see it from him. So I'm really expecting him to just get a boxing lesson come tomorrow, man. You know what I mean? What they gonna say? They go out there, Bill and Devin, they go out there and win this fight. Then what they gonna say? You know what I mean? Oh, he almost ruined his career. Well, I got news flash. Almost don't count. Almost do not count. And this is crazy to me. If all it takes for somebody's career to be considered ruined is them taking it upon themselves to sue or a lawsuit, then boxing really is in a weird place. We're not talking about, you know, the fights and him losing the fights and none of that. We're talking about a damn lawsuit ruining his career. That's weird. That's weird. This is how you get your career back in order. Exactly what he doing. So like I said, man, glad this card got put together. I'm glad they got plans after that. Bigger fish to fry, should I say. And it should be some motivation for him. You know what I mean? Regardless of what everybody trying to say about him, whether his stock took a hit, you know, his image took a hit, whatever you want to say, his career is almost, and I don't want to hear all that weird shit. He's still in position to make it happen. Tell me he is not. It's all on him and Bill and their team. Team Haney got to rise to the occasion. They done this shit 30 times before this point. They could do it again. Or what is it, 30 or 31, whichever one. But he'll do it. They'll rise to the occasion again, man. That's what I believe, man. And then he'll move forward. You know what I mean? And how they deal with their next move will be all up to them as well. But until then, that's what's in store. R Stokes, what it do, fam? How you feeling? Judah Vision, my God, what it do, homie? Peace to the Queen Lisa. How you feeling today? What's going on, man? Yeah, 3 days of boxing in a row. It's a fun day. Sports predictions. What it do, homie? It's a anytime it's boxing back to back like that, it's a great weekend. You know what I mean? And I think it's crazier because it ain't just all on Saturday. You know what I mean? It's spread out. You know, Friday, I feel like Fridays and Sundays are like extra days to get boxing. So we got Friday, Saturday, Sunday. You know what I mean? And I'm going to enjoy each one of them. I'm going to try to watch every bit of it, every bit of boxing that come on this weekend. Cornelius, what it do? So like I said, man, everybody got their different opinions on Bill, but it's easy to criticize and judge from the outside looking in. It's easy to write somebody off. It's easy to be a prisoner of the moment and forget about all the success that they had as a team. And you have to credit him as much as you want to blame him for shit. You got to credit him as well. So he's done a lot right with his kid. He's done a lot right by his son. He's constantly put him in the best positions possible. And it's hard to discredit him for that. It really is. You know what I'm saying? It really is. So, you know, I finally, you know, over these last couple of weeks, really been able to see things a lot differently. People really be having a disdain for these fighters, man. And it's tough. Like, no move he make is right. So, like I say, I think when it's all said and done, most important thing is to go out there and win, bro. Go be yourself and go get that dub, man. Make Oscar eat them words, you know? Make Oscar use words, bro. Want some cash over the next 3 days? Yes, sir. Hit him up. Hit him up. Shout out to A1, my guy. He said Oscar put up on Bill some fishing nets. Yeah, Oscar was on it, wasn't he? Oscar was like, man, I want to fight. But Oscar's a silly guy, man. But like I said, Bill is good at what he do, man. And I think he enjoys pissing off the community. I think he enjoyed pissing people off. And outside of those people, those pissed off people, they do got to hang those fan base out there that's rocking with Dev. So on to the next. Fighters be having a distaste for the fans. Yeah, so I think because of the way that, and I can't speak to all Cornelius, but just to some, like I don't know if you ever see how people interact with fighters on Twitter. It's really it's nasty work. And after a while, these dudes can't tell who's who. You know what I mean? Everybody look like a troll to them. Everybody look like they talking crazy. But in terms of like, when we ask for these fighters to move a certain way, when we ask them to give us fights, when we ask them to move like men, to move like a fighter, to behave like a champion, and then you get all of those boxes checked, and then it kind of get overlooked just to push some sad narratives. And that's what I kind of seen with this, the Haney attempt to get back at the top of the mountain. You get what I'm saying? Like, it got to be a balance there, right? We got to be smarter with the way we interact and let these fighters know that there's people out here that really understand the sport, follow it the right way. It'd be a lot of like super trolling going on. And I think that's what get the disdain going back and forth between fighter and fan. Finance TV, my dog was good with it, bro. Oscar and Bill literally had live on the same street. Yeah, if he wanted to fight, could we build the mailbox? Yeah, he promoted. He had some good old fun. One more time for the one time. Smash that like button, sub to the channel, man. Let's keep rocking. We're gonna keep building. Y'all know, man. I just been enjoying the build up, the press conferences, the different interviews and different things being said, all in the lead up, because somebody gonna be wrong. The beautiful thing about boxing is we can't all be right. Somebody gotta be wrong. Somebody gotta win. Somebody gotta lose, right? And we gonna see. You know what I mean? Haney's counted out, but I think they counted a little too soon, bro. I do. I think they counted Youngin out a little too soon. I really do. I really do. And as a result, I think he's gonna prove some people wrong. It's gonna be some crow being eat, right? It really is.
There's some lying, starting with Oscar Delahoya first saying that it's 3 headliners and they're all with Golden Boy.
Hey, what?
I know it's something chicey, ain't it?
Yeah, that doesn't make sense.
Hey, what?
It's a little crooked
Hey,
over
what?
here.
You said 3 headliners and they're all with Golden Boy.
What?
Bill is.
Sounds like
Bill
Golden
needs to
Boy.
get uncut.
What'd you say? What'd you say?
Yeah!
What'd you say? What'd you say? What's wrong with me? What's wrong with me?
Somebody get Oscar in the movie.
I got these motherfuckers right here.
Let me see the uppercut. Only in New York, ladies and gentlemen. Only in New York.
Hey, y'all blowing on the fist, guys. The blow on the fist.
It's turned into full chaos up here, folks.
Come on, man.
Oscar has some flashbacks, man. That's funny though, man. It's just a little promotion up. That's why I say I use this stuff as entertainment. That's exactly what it is to me. Oscar ain't doing nothing. Oscar just promoting. He having fun. I feeling what's good with it, bro. How you feeling? They ain't about to do nothing, nobody, man. They just having a little fun. But that, Ryan Garcia was going.
I got multiple personalities, bitch. I got multiple personalities, bitch. You don't want to see the crazy one. You want to see the crazy personality, bitch.
Wait, listen. I'm not
You and your son is some bitches. You the biggest bitch out of all of them. You a big bitch. That's why you was a pig, right? You a bitch. You a little bitch. You a bitch. Oh, it's coming back. It's coming
back. I ain't gonna lie, man. They got unfinished business, man. They got unfinished business. You almost would think they was fighting tomorrow. The rematch with them was tomorrow, but it ain't. Man, they all getting it in, man. It's fun, man. This is what boxing is. Ain't nobody get hurt, man. It's all good banter, good. It's all in good fun. At the end of the day, they're gonna get in there, and it's gonna be some fisticuffs being thrown. And I can't wait to see the outcome of the entire card for tomorrow. And I want to see the energy of the winners and losers. I want to see how people respond. I want to see how people behave after these fights is over. I want to see how the so-called, I want to see how these people really react and respond once they got to eat some crow, man. I think it's going to be a lot of people wrong about some of these guys on this card, like Oscar and Ryan, why them boys. Yeah, man. Jamel was good with Ryan as a sucker. Yeah, man. Ryan talking that talk, man. But he Dad gonna get back to what he do. Shout out to my homie Judah Vision, man, supporting the grind. My homie in the Cash App. Much love to my dog.
And we ain't never got a box again. Well,
right.
well. I already been getting these bet, but now it's time for you to get your Jusdueboxing.
And big shout out to my boxing mom. Happy belated birthday. Sorry, I missed the part. Shout out to my boxing mom, Miss Barbara D, for the love.
And we ain't never got a box again. Well,
right.
well. I already been getting these bet, but now it's time for you to get your Jusdueboxing.
Shout out to the queen, man. Appreciate you. Much love, man. Yeah, man. But this is that Bill started. Yeah, Bill. Listen, I feel like I get Bill's position. He just like Oscar. Devin is not Devin, but what's his name? Feels like Ryan is just untrustworthy, you know? Very untrustworthy, old school, what it do? And he just paranoid, so he gonna heckle Ryan, he gonna talk shit all the way up until they fight. I think it just is good. It's a good little build up, you know? A little build up. One thing about Devin Haney though, man, he gonna speak his piece too. Once he get going, he'll talk, you know, he'll talk, but Ryan, of course, is the wild card in the situation. But Devin Haney, he won't bite his tongue. When it's time to talk, he'll speak up. It just you wouldn't mind if he did a little more of it, you know? You just wouldn't mind it, but I get it. You know, I get it. Let's get to this, man, because I had a longer clip of this, though. I did have a longer clip of this that I wanted to get to. Yeah, there it go. Let me get to this.
Whoa. Next
yeah,
up,
I'm rooting for Devin to beat his ass.
Mr. Sean Michael Ham. Sean, again, just like everybody on stage, you have a fighter that's about to make history. Talk to us about this moment.
Yeah, we just want to thank God for this opportunity. Also thank our team at PBC for putting this fight together. And, you know, we're not really here to do too much talking. We're here for business. We're going to do all of our talking in the ring. So we'll see you guys Friday night. We're here to shock the world. Thank you.
I like bro. My bro said we ain't really here to do too much talking. Bro on time.
The multi-division, multi-time world champion, chairman and CEO of Golden Boy Promotions, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Oscar Delahoya.
Oscar, yeah, thank you very much. I thought I've seen it all in the 45 years in the sport of boxing, but I've never seen a ring in the middle of Times Square. I mean, this is history in the making, and we'll probably never ever see it again. I mean, on Friday, we will be making history, and we're proud to have our Golden Boy fighters headlining all three main events, and obviously it speaks volumes to what we've done over the last 23 years and position every fighter of ours to be in this situation. I want to thank Salah, I want to thank Turkey, The Zone. Thank you for giving us the platform to watch these great fights. Y también quiero decirles a la gente, por todo el mundo, a toda la raza que está viendo, gracias por la oportunidad. No solamente van a ver la pelea con Ryan Garcia y Rollis, no van a ver la...
Tio ass backed out looking like Hannibal Lecter Lopez. I don't know what Tio was going for. Like I seen a couple people saying Rey Mysterio. I don't even know. It's like, I don't know what the hell he had going on, bro. Like a platinum Hannibal Lecter Lopez vibe going on. I don't know what the hell he was doing. Tio's a damn character.
José Ramírez, pero también van a poder ver al Canelo Álvarez pelear el siguiente día en The Zone, así que no se la pierdan. Live on The Zone, it's going to be historic.
Yeah, he backed out like, yeah, I'm telling you, Hannibal Lecter.
Thank you, Oscar.
Yeah, that mask is like Hannibal Lecter mask.
I'm just going to kick a hornet's nest to get this thing going. Teofimo Lopez, talk to us about that mask. What are we doing here?
Look at him. All he missing, bro. Hey, y'all. All his ass missing right now is a straitjacket. Check him out. Only thing he missing is a straitjacket right now, bro. Hannibal Lecter Lopez right now, bro. This ain't even Rey Mysterio vibes. This is Hannibal Lecter, bro. Give his ass a straitjacket right now and place him in the corner, bro. Cause that's what he on. I don't know what he on under that mask. This is nasty work, bro. Ty, what's good?
Oh, yeah.
Rob, what it do, homie?
Let me say, oh, yeah.
Technique, what it do? Yeah, it was wild, man. Yeah.
Let me hear one more time, yeah.
Justin, what it do, homie?
Times Square takeover. Now let me get T.O.
I ain't gonna lie, they was participating. They ain't leave him hanging, though.
That's what I'm talking about.
He had the crowd participating with his corny ass. What it do, Ty? How you feeling, bro?
El Santo, el enmascarado de plata. Que viva México, cabrones. Honduras. Puerto Rico, huepa.
Yeah, he had them really participate.
Oh, yeah. Thank you, Tio. Appreciate that.
Oh, no, I appreciate it.
Oh, you're going to keep it going? Okay, go ahead.
Everybody here today, tonight, are you ready? Let me hear you say yeah.
Yo, all right, bro. Damn, what is this? What is he, DJing? Yeah, look how he specializes in BDSM.
So, no answer.
Yo, yeah, Bill. Yo, Bill, sick and tired. Like, why you sit me next to this damn fool, bro? Look at Bill.
Sound like you ready? Let me hear it again.
This man is out of control. Nacho Libre. Enzo. That's funny.
No answer.
That's funny.
No answer on the mask there, but
No, why the hell they put that man next to the Haneys,
one man
bro?
I didn't see change his face once was
All
Arnold
things,
Barboza
what you
Jr.,
do, no
ladies and
evidence,
gentlemen.
my dog is good.
How are you feeling in this moment? What do you make of Tio right now wearing that mask?
Oh man, it's cool, man. It's cool. I'm juiced up, man. This is amazing. Anthony with me, man. I just came from Manchester. It was the same thing, man. So I'm excited. I'm rolling all the plans, baby. Let's go.
Arnold,
We can't even hear him.
Spoiler, you've done this many times. Have you gotten comfortable in this role with people chanting the other fighter's name in their hometowns and coming in and spoiling the party?
He said you were
Yeah,
like
man.
10,
Like I
man.
said, I just came from doing it. It turns me on, honestly. You know what I mean? So, look, we're
Yo,
here to
Evans,
show out. I'm excited. I'm blessed, man.
Broly
God
in the
bless.
building.
Thank you to God, man. Lord and Savior Jesus Christ.
Hardcore casual, what
my
it do?
family's here. My people are here.
Hey, Broly, what round you winning by tomorrow, man? What round you stopping Ryan in tomorrow, bro? Dante's Boxing Talk, my homie, what it do? All tell you to do is be goofy. Yeah, man. Yeah, I'm telling you. I swear, that's why I be confused as to why he go the other way, Dante, because he can do that stuff. He got the crowd chanting. They so loud, you can't even hear what Barboza's saying. He still got them turned up. That's why I say he need to gravitate to that type of energy, and that'll make him a much more likable person. And then just keep doing what you're doing. Go out there and win them fights. Get what I'm saying? I'm not trying to hate none of these young men, but he just got to chill with some of the stuff he be doing. But when he do silly shit like this, even though he look foolish with the mask on, it's still silly, right? It ain't good fun. It's all good. It's harmless and it ain't hurting nobody. But that other stuff is very offensive. So I feel like there's multiple different avenues he could travel that'll get the attention and the people and the support, and he don't got to go left or to the right. You get what I'm saying? He can stay straight. You know what I mean?
From LA, baby, from El Monte. So that's all I need, baby. That's it. Let's go.
A coast-to-coast fight.
Arnold Barboza for the upset or not?
A clown. You've called Tio Sr. a clown.
Barboza for the upset or not?
You today with that mask.
Oh man, look, at the end of the day, they're entertaining, man. So you gotta sell the fight, right? So man, shout out to them, man. They, I ain't gotta promote the fights. You gotta come and fight and do what I gotta do.
Appreciate you.
Mr. In Pride, Blue Home, stretched
So
out
Tio,
box.
Make sure.
B-Dog, Arnold on the upset. Talk to him, B-Dog. I know somebody's putting it in there. Let's go. No evidence. Let's go, man. On the upset. Omar like, nah. He's like, nah. That was a good try, though, huh?
What does this moment on Friday night mean to you? And how do you take that pressure and excel?
Oh, no, I did mention the mask. I just said it in Spanish because you're a gringo. But it was okay, brother. All right, we love our Americanos, man. We love the Americanos.
Yo, Tio, see? Every time he talk, he put his foot in his mouth.
It's the Saint, the Silver Mask, Lucha Libre, and I'm just grateful and thankful to be here amongst all of you.
What is he on,
the third version of Teofimo that you have yet seen.
Thank you, Tio. How do you get this fight done? There's been a lot of talk about how Arnold Barboza Jr. shuts fighters down and makes them fight out of character for what they normally do. How do you get this one done?
Homie Rob, man. What's good, homie?
I say it like this, man. Get your pay-per-view live on the Zone, May 2nd, Friday night. You don't want to miss it. I'm the type of fighter.
Yes, Melanie Queen. Yes, he is.
And
Yes,
I
he
just
is.
can't wait to express that Friday night. So you guys just got to tune in. And I believe, is it open to the public? I think we need to answer that for everybody.
As far as I know, we have selective seating, but it's in the middle of Times Square. You
Lee,
can't
what it
miss
do,
it.
homie?
What an event
Name
we'll
it,
have
what's
Friday
good?
night.
Box to your ears off. I'm telling you. Box, be smart.
Yo, New York, just pull up. Just pull up.
T.O. low-key getting it popping. He got the crowd. Whoever that is, if there's really people out there.
Not a message we condone here at the Zone and the Ring Magazine.
They like, bro, this dude's a fool, bro. I can when he's doing stuff like this, that's just harmless. I can stomach this. It's just the other stuff, right? So, like I said, we get on this case about the foolishness. Here is like more playful. This is what he should use to promote himself and bring attention to himself in a situation. Do that type of shit. Leave the other stuff where it's at. You get what I'm saying? And go this route. Like I said, I could live with this. I could stomach this version of T.O., but that other shit he be doing be wild. Shout out to sis. How you feeling, Melanie Queen? Shout out to Lisa. Let's get back to it. It's a little more. It's almost.
Let's move on to our next fight.
Yeah, this is over. So look, man, I just been enjoying all of this stuff, man. Like this little build up. A lot of this stuff is just harmless, good fun. People trying to get you amped up for the fight. You know, they don't, like I said, people complain about promotion. It's been a lot of promotion from a lot of different angles, right? They out here doing real promo, trailers. You know what I mean? They doing the interviews, they doing small interviews with other people. So it's a lot going on from this. All right. I think people know full well that this is coming up tomorrow, right? Times Square. I think that's something different, right? That catch people attention right then and there. So, and just being fair, even despite it being favorites in each of the matchups, they could all exist on its own as a headliner somewhere. You get me? So that's a treat, man. I think, you know what I'm saying? And you could get the 2 for 1 special, or not really 2 for 1, but you know, you can get that special and it's a little cheap. It's affordable, man. You know, take that approach, right? Take that approach. Like I said, I think it'll go well. I think that'll go better for him, right? I think people will be able to rock with him more. Shout out to Andre, man. How you feeling? You know what I'm saying? I think he'll offend a lot less people that way, and it'll be easier to support him. I think he can grow a fan base. I'm telling you, because I don't know. You know what? I do know. He has something initially. He has something at first. Teofimo has something. Remember when he had the Fortnite dances and doing the backflips and wearing the Heisman jerseys and stuff like that? He has something. They was rocking with that heavy. But I think that the table turned when he beat Loma. He kind of went a little diva-ish, and he turned a different corner. You get what I'm saying? Like he was cool for a minute. He had the people, the commentators was loving him, like everything. He couldn't do no wrong for a second, right? He couldn't do no wrong, but after he beat Loma, it got a little weird to me. And then he started, you know, he started behaving a bit different. Then he lost to Cambosis. And then, you know, it was the birth of a different guy. You know what I'm saying? Before he was en route to being the takeover, and I was loving it. You know what I'm saying? He was entertaining, fun to watch, getting guys out of there, doing the little corny dances, doing the backflips, wearing the college jerseys. It was cool. He had a buzz. He had a movement going with that. He had a movement going. Yeah, exactly, Dre. He let the Lomachenko win go to his head, and he started behaving a way like he was bigger than boxing to me. That's what it felt like to me when I was watching. Like he just, like, well, you know how they say your nose turned in the air. That's how he was moving around. Like, yeah, I beat the great Vasil Lomachenko. Y'all got to do something. Like, I beat Lomachenko. You get me? Every time he turned around, he would bring it up. Look, I beat Lomachenko. I fought Lomachenko. It's like, bro, all right, bro, we was there. We seen it, but that's what happened. And he went diva on us, to say the least. He went diva on us, and you know what I'm saying? Had some up and down performances since then after losing to Cambosis. But He's been in the headlines for controversial shit. Since then, he's kind of simmered down a bit. Now he's doing stuff like this. I don't know what look he was going for, where he had the little jumper on with the shirtless jumper look with the wrist, the armband. I don't know what he was doing with the straw hat. It looked like he was ready to go mow some lawn and some shit. I don't know what he was going for, but that little silly shit, I think that, like, I can't stress that enough. He need to gravitate to that. You get what I'm saying? Because that's truly who he is, a clown at heart. Then just be a clown. Don't be the clown. You could be a clown. Don't be the clown. You get what I'm saying? So, again, let's see how he performed come fight night. Barboza is confident. He did get the hell slapped up out of him, but he here to fight, bro. He here to win. Barboza is used to, guys counting him out. He used to being expected to lose. He's been in this situation before, and he usually proved people wrong. I mean, that's usually what he do. So let's see if he plays spoiler the right way tomorrow, man, because that's what I'm looking forward to. I would love to see him play spoiler, man. Love to see it. Maybe you should hire a stylist or something. Yeah, because he can't dress for nothing, B-Dog. Can't dress a lick. But he can't dress a lick. We're going to get to an interview by him, too. It's not a long one. It's like a short one. I think it's like 20 minutes. But before we get there, just so we keep the conversation where it need to be with the boxing, did y'all see the secret weapon that I was joking about? That LetsBuild called the secret weapon, right? Played a little clip, brought in the secret weapon, man. What y'all think about Bill? And like I said, man, I don't think he's a detriment to Devin Haney's career at all. I do think he's an asset. I do. You know what I'm saying? He's willing to do the dirty work, do the things. He take the bullets. He take the shots. Yeah, he write a lot of those checks, but, he stand front and center and he take those bullets. So let me play this, man. This is who he's calling the secret
You guys
weapon.
thought y'all was just going to jump on me and leave me out there by myself, that I was going to be stupid and I wasn't going to bring in somebody great and important. Well, guess what? You left him. And he was ready. He was ready to share the information, but y'all left him.
Yeah,
we picked him up.
Oh, yeah. I got a lot of information, too.
Shane, I was just asking Bill, like, in this past year, obviously you've been a fighter, he's been his father. What has changed this time around, his mental state and how to prepare him?
I think that's what changed, is the mental state. I think that him going to Big Bear was a big plus for him to get to in his mind with all his family or all the fighters, stuff like that. Like, he's really changed mentally as a fighter. I think it did him good work rather than did him bad. People think it's bad for him, but it's actually did better for him. You're gonna see the difference when he fights. It's gonna be a totally different Devin. It's like 2 or 3. He's like 2 or 3 times better.
Live on DAZN Worldwide, May 2nd and 3rd, a knockout.
I was with him all the way until they do that, man. Shout out to Aish. How you feeling, Queen? The 2-3 times better stuff, man. That's a lot. You landed on thick there, Shane. They're gonna expect a lot from you. You just say you're gonna be 2 or 3 times better. See, that is what I question, because people try to hang on to every word, so you got to be really careful what you selling. But 2-3 times better, I don't know about that. That's tough, but I think we can see a sharp Haney. I think we can see a Haney that we might be able to say we feel like he's learned from some of his mistakes in the past and his most recent fight that didn't go his way, right? I think that's some of the things we might end up saying at the end of the fight. Whether or not people feel like he's 2 or 3 times better, that's extremely tough, because it's very, very hard. He's 26 years old to get 2 or 3 times better than what he been. He's a pretty damn sharp guy before this. So to be 2 to 3 times better, I get it. You gotta sell it a bit. So I understand that element is at play too. But you sound very sincere. But that's why I say, you don't gotta oversell it at this point. You don't got to. You don't have to be 2 or 3 times better to win this fight. To me, he don't have to be. So respectfully, for me, that didn't need to be a selling point. But I'm not Shane. I'm not in the gym. He's seeing him work, so I got to give him that. He's able to see him work. In his mind, that's what he see. That's what he feel. Cool, but he don't got to be 2 or 3 times better to win this fight. He just got to be him to win this fight. And I think that's the most important message for him going into this fight, to be himself and to stick to the game plan and trust whatever the game plan is. You know what I'm saying? And execute. That's what the focus should be. You don't got to go in there trying to put too much on it, putting too much on yourself, trying too hard, right? You don't need to do that. You just be you. You got more than enough tools to get this job done. Come Friday. You know what I mean? Come tomorrow. So just fight your fight, pick your shots, take your openings as you see fit, and box your way to a victory, man. Be clean. You know what I mean? Be defensively responsible. Prepare for his left hook because he got a bit of a good left hook. You get me? Not as good as Ryan's, not as nearly as fast, but still got one nonetheless. Just be prepared, man, and learn. That's what I want to see, man. So I want to see some growth in this fight. I don't really want to be sold on, how much better. Like, and that's why I appreciated Errol Spence, because with all the stuff that he went through in his career, he never sold us that he was going to be this rejuvenated version of himself, and he was going to be way, way better than he ever was. Like, I always hate that, because more times than not, we're not going to walk away from the fight feeling that way, right? So you just don't want to end up putting too much on it, but it is what it is. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, I'll say this. Basically, what he's saying is he's going to be sharp. He's going to be ready to go. So I hope he do tend to him, Ty. I really do. I hope he kick his ass. And nothing against Ramirez. I want to be clear, but Devin got fish to fry, man. Giovanni Marquez emulated Jose Ramirez, and Big Bear told me Dev looks sharp. Oh, man, shout out to my dog, man. He out there, man, getting that 411. Shout out to Giovanni Marquez. So he said Dev out there sharp. So he was out there emulating some of the stuff Jose do. That's good money, man. Because it's all about drilling for him. Like, that's what people, they might not realize. It ain't like he got to get so much better and change so much stuff. He don't got to be this whole different fighter to go win this fight. He don't got to be this reinvented fighter to be successful in boxing no more. What he was pretty damn tough to deal with for most people. Being a disciplined, sharp, responsible fighter. Being a guy that can stick to a game plan and really get it done. That's all you got to be. Now, of course, you always want to try to brush up on any potential rough edges, but at the end of the day, it's really tough to get 2 to 3 times better being at the age you had with the success you had. Like, you get me? That's a lot. Like, you get that much better, that's going to be super impressive. TD Sports Talk, my God, what's good with it, bro? How you feeling? See, doing Ramirez similar how he did Foden Figueroa from the mid-range and on the outside. I can see it too. Look, I just think he can box this dude consistently enough to get these rounds in the bank. I'm telling you, like, Ramirez coming forward, but don't come forward with that same you get what I'm saying? He don't present the same level of danger that he once did. I can't stress that enough. That's just, unless he renewed up there, he looking like a young boy again. He about to get boxed on. You know what I'm saying? Because look, and look, I'll go out and say this. This might sound crazy to some people. You know what I mean? Shout out to my homie Blunt Sports. What it do, homie? Make boxing great again. You know it, man. Shout out to my dog. Shout out to everybody that rocking out, that got the shirts. Again, if anybody got a shirt, y'all didn't send me a picture, make sure y'all send me a picture, DM or something. If you got my number, send it there and we gonna post it. Hitman, what it do, fam? But yeah, man, can't land the hook on the guy. They get in the range and dictating the pace of the fight. Yeah, for sure. That's a fact. He got to be out there, distance, range control, keeping him at the end of his punches, right? Boxing him, moving. The shit that Jose Ramirez don't like. A consistent boxer that stick to a game plan, don't make it too hard. You get what I'm saying? Like, and like I was just saying, I almost forgot to mention this and almost slipped my mind. I'll make a bit of a bold claim. Devin Haney is a better boxer than Arnold Barboza, to me. Devin Haney is a sharper, better boxer. I think he's more athletic than Arnold Barboza as well. Just better overall. As long as he can return to form, he'll be just fine tomorrow night. Yeah, like I said, my bold claim, I think Haney's a better fighter than Barboza. And I seen the way Barboza was able to control and manipulate Jose Ramirez. And I don't see that being extremely difficult for Devin to do. I don't see it. So, you know, not to do a triangle theory. I'm not trying to, you know, just thinking, right? Like, see the way he do it, see the qualities that he had, the traits that he had, the style in which he fought. He don't do a lot of, he don't do a whole lot crazy. Like, he ain't jumping off the screen at you. You ain't like, oh shit, you seen that from Barboza? That's not that. But he'll beat you. He'll box you. And that'll be that. You'll see that, damn, Barboza just got that win. That's another Barboza round. Like, he a guy that he know how to win rounds. Barboza do. So, but I think Teo's athleticism is going to be the problem ultimately. Athleticism, speed, power could be a little tricky there. I don't know. But, you know, you get cut with a punch you don't see. You get me? But Barboza got to stay sharp, stay, focused, responsive, man. He gotta be able to react. He gotta be prepared for Teo. And he gotta understand what his strengths is. So I hope he's been doing his homework. Because if he can turn himself to a counter puncher and force Teo to be on the front foot, I think he already puts Teo in an interesting position. Now, I'm not saying he can't fight at all going forward, but it's not his best strength to me from what I've seen. I've seen him make, should I say this, he can fight going forward, but I see him make more mistakes when he do it. When a guy is pressing him, it seemed like he more in his bag, more in his comfort zone, oddly enough, when he being pressured. He dance around, bluff, use the athleticism, the footwork, the speed, you know what I'm saying, to get himself out of position, get out of danger, and he'll be a counter puncher. And then he'll pick his shots. Like I said, just use his athleticism to win him the rounds. That's how I see Teo fighting. You know, Big B-Lo, what it do on me? Yeah, man. So that's how, you know, it's going to be one of them. We did last year at the Barclays. We got a gift for the Irish guy, McComb. Yeah, I heard about that fight, too. Got a lot of people question that one. Yeah, a lot of people saying Barboza pillow fist. I wonder why. I shout out to Big B-Lo. For me, I think you know what? I truly hate that. Shout out to Freakin' Fly. I hate that pillow fist and stuff. It be coming from fans that don't got to take the punches. You know what I mean? Barboza, like, we got to put it in this proper perspective and context. He's not a puncher per se within the sport of boxing, but is he pillow? Like, is his punches hurt, bro? You get what I'm saying? That's what I think. That's what I feel like. I know this. Punches hurt. 8-ounce glove, punches hurt. 8-ounce, even 10-ounce gloves, punches hurt. You get me? So I think only fans say that, man. He's just not a puncher. That's all. But nobody want to keep getting punched in their face. You get what I'm saying? Over and over. So, you know, the reason for now, if Haney comes in, turning his punches and using his hips and leverage, I want to see what he worked on. T-Man, shout out to my homie. What's good with it, bro? I want to see what he worked on. It's going to be important to see what he worked on in this fight. I want to see what he worked on. Did he really work on, you know, these things y'all mentioned, technique, turning your punches over? Because I remember Antonio Tarver speaking about, you know, one of the reasons he don't get knockouts because of his technique or how he throw his punches, right? He don't really throw his punches right. He don't punch right, something to that effect. So you never know. Like I said, he brought Sugar Shane in. His dad seemed like he could. It's his secret weapon, as he called it. So I think it's gonna be interesting to see anything that he could possibly pick up in this amount of time or learn from Sugar Shane and implement in the actual fight. What that'll be remains to be seen. But Shane is vouching, saying he's gonna be 3 times better. That's a tough sell. Barboza retired Alex Salcedo. He suffered from a career brain bleed, and Barboza being pillow fist is not accurate. Nope, not at all. And again, I think it only comes from for me, right? I'm not hearing it from the fighters. I be hearing the people. You know what I'm saying? People say that straight. Hey, yeah, facts. No, you're right, Big B-Lo. It's a true. But shout out to L Dub for the Snapple facts, man. Stoppage to reach. Who? A stoppage for who? For Barboza? Nah, Barboza ain't getting no stoppage. Not on Teo. I think Teo outbox Barboza. I think Teo gonna win on points, but Barboza's going to be a live dog, I do believe. As long as he don't allow the fight to get away from him. The fight. Oh, Devin, stoppage. Oh, Forever G's, what it do? Yeah, Ramirez, see, that's one thing about him. He might not be the same threat offensively that he once was, but he don't also look like vulnerable to the point where you're just going to go in there and like completely have your way with him in that way, in that regard, right? I don't think you go in there and just walk through him, beat his ass, and just do anything. I think you're going to have to work for it with that dude. You get what I'm saying? But he's beatable because he struggles with guys that box and stay disciplined. But he's very tough. He is. So as far as him, like he took some really good shots from Josh Taylor. Got dropped, I think, twice, I think, in that fight. We seen how he took those shots. So look, he's resilient. He tough as hell. He ain't got really no quit in him. Not from what I seen, but it's just look like he's missing a gear or two, like I've been saying. So with that being the case, I think Haney is right. It's perfect time for him to take this fight. And it's perfect timing because it's at a point where people still believe in Jose Ramirez and his ability to be dangerous and get the job done. So, like I said, Haney outboxing. People shouldn't have a problem with that. Still got respect. Absolutely you do. Absolutely you do. He said might stop a Coley. Yeah, that's gonna be a good scrap, man. Yeah, FA sound like he wants to stop a Coley. Let's keep going. I seen the Haneys and the Lopez's. Where is it? Where is it?
Look at this fly shit over here.
They got put to sleep. They got put to sleep by Garcia.
You got a fucking mask on. You got a Freddie Guerrero mask. You got a Freddie Guerrero mask. Get your bum ass out of here too. We're good. Because we winning.
Get out our face.
Tell him to take his sex mask off.
We got assigned seats, right?
Sex mask is crazy. Hey, they low key just snapped out. Just now.
They got put to sleep. They got put to sleep by Garcia.
You got a fucking mask on. You got a Freddie Guerrero mask. You got a Freddie Guerrero mask. Get your bum ass out of here too. We're good. Because we winning.
Get out our face.
Tell him to take his sex mask off.
We got assigned seats, right?
Yo, man, did they just low-key just spaz out on them just now? They just spazzed out. See? Y'all better leave young Haney alone.
Look at this fly shit over here.
They got put to sleep. They got put to sleep by Garcia.
You got a fucking mask on. You got a Freddie Guerrero mask. You got a Freddie Guerrero mask. Get your bum ass out of here too. We're good. Because we winning.
Get out our face.
Tell him to take his sex mask off.
We got assigned seats, right?
They low key just spazzed out on them. She thought she had one. Y'all got knocked out by Garcia. Why y'all keep saying he got knocked out? He got dropped a bunch of times, but he ain't get knocked out. I don't know why they keep saying that. That's not the same thing, man. That is not the same thing. I'm telling you, it's not the same thing. I was mad because we win it. Yeah, I'm telling you, that was funny, bro. Why does it seem like, going at Haney? I don't know. I stay low key. I don't know. Because they Ryan fans, bro. My bad. Because they Ryan fans. Those be Ryan fans. Because you see what she said. You got knocked out by Garcia. It's a big difference between getting dropped and getting knocked out. He didn't get knocked out. That's one of the reasons why you just got to respect him, because as much as people want to clown him about getting hit with that left hook, he was one of the few people that was able to survive a Ryan Garcia left hook. I don't think nobody else got put down by Ryan Garcia left hook like that and was able to get up. So kudos to him for that. But now he get a chance to do this shit over, man. He get his redo, he get his do over, man. But y'all better stop running up on young Hanos. Yeah. Can't hit another civilian down. What it do, homie? Can't hit that civilian. So I don't know, man. Bringing Sugar Shane Mosley, I don't know how much time he had to work with him. I don't know to what extent that they've been working, but like I said, if he's vouching for how much better he's gonna be, I think it's safe to assume that they put some type of time and work in together, right? So we'll see. We'll see if it materializes into him being a sharper version of itself. But I expect Devin to be Devin, man. Box, sharp, jab, right hands, body shots, foot movement, reset, rinse and repeat. You know what I mean? And tie up when necessary. You know what I mean? That's what I see. Ramon, what a dude that man had the right determination, wrong game plan. Yeah, he was determined. But that trying to prove that point was rough, man. You can't try to prove them people wrong like that. Tim is a fool, bro. That's that rock, man. Bro, I'm telling you, Teo gotta chill with them, man. He gotta leave. He gotta take that damn mask off. Now, yeah, Bill funny, man. Bill said take that sex mask. Tell him to take his sex mask off. Man, he ain't Message from Big Hanos, man. Message from Big Hanos. You know what I'm saying? He ain't got time for y'all to be heckling him, man. He said, just kiss my ass. I've been liking all of this, man. It's been pretty funny, man. It's been pretty fun, man. I've been entertained by it. And I think the fights will deliver. I think they'll be what they need to be, right? Tomorrow is the prove it fight for Haney. A lot of y'all gonna have to eat some crow. I don't have no other way to say it. Y'all gonna have to eat some crow. He says the first time I seen that. I'm the clip king, Jay. I keep something in the cut. Oh man. So look, man, everybody been going at him. Even Keith one time Turman. What Keith was going at him too, man.
I'm very curious about Bill. Just not. He's the Energizer Bunny, pumping his son up. A tremendous athlete in the sport of boxing today. It is what it is, man. They really don't have no reason to just be jumping up, fighting Riggaroo with Riggaroo feet. You fight some Riggaroo foot dude, and at the end of the day, now you want to fight all these welterweights. You want to do this and that, man. Take your time, continue to grow your career, If it ever lines up, it lines up, man. He don't hurt nobody. What's that man gonna do? Man, he's getting stronger. He gets to eat more. Oh, bro, you're still not that, you're not that thumper. You know what I mean? It was a beautiful shot. He landed a nice little shot. You know what I'm saying? But he'll never have the capacity to just run over welterweights, and he doesn't even have he don't even fight with those kind of cojones, you know what I mean? He's the definition of boxing. Hit and don't get hit. Nothing wrong with that. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing wrong with that. Besides, I'm probably gonna fall asleep next time I try to watch that shit.
Hey, Kello, what it do, homie? How you feeling? Yeah, man, see? And guys like that gonna have to eat his words, man. Keith, you my boy. I like the way you knocked out Brock Jarvis, but I got these clips for a reason because I'm summoning the energy of the Hanos clan, man. He gonna prove some people wrong tomorrow night, man. Tomorrow night, boxing lesson on the way, man. You get what I'm saying? Boxing lesson. Box Jose ass up, man. He gonna have Robert Garcia in that corner, pissed off. Watch. Come on, Jose. Think about your kids. Why? I'm telling you. Wait. Just don't say nothing. When y'all hear Robert in that corner reminding Jose about his family and kids, don't say I ain't tell y'all. That mean Hanos out there kicking ass, putting belt to ass. I'm telling you. I think he can box and be clean, man. He gonna box, be clean, be sharp. Don't take a lot of stupid punishment. Keith Thurman bugging though. He do fight. he will take chances, and we've seen that in his last fight. He took chances, even with it being against his best interest. He took chances, so can't say he don't take chances, bro. Can't say that, Keith. You can't say that, Keith. Shout out to my homie Ramon, little support, NFL for life. Shout out to my dog Ramon. Appreciate the support in the Cash App, man. Much love. Shout out to everybody that continues to rock out and support the grind. Shout out to my dog, man. Get him right real quick, man. Keith is tripped.
If it's true or not, but I just heard that if you chew gum, like it makes your like jaw stronger. So my theory is you can be able to take punches better.
Okay. Y'all got the first couple laughs. I ain't gonna lie. Y'all been trolling Haney. Don't worry. He gonna get it back. I just want everybody to say they was wrong about him being done. I want everybody, all those people that was saying he finished, he washed up, or he shot, and he ain't gonna be the same when he go win. I just want them to be like, man, yeah, we was wrong. That's all I want to hear. That somebody got to come out and be like, yeah, I was wrong about Haney, yo. That's all. I just want to hear that one time, just once. I don't need a whole bunch of people. I just need one person to be honest, because I heard it a lot. So they've been having fun trolling him, man. I mean, it's all fun. It's boxing, but you know, I think tomorrow is the night he get it back, man. You get me? I think he get it back tomorrow night. That's what I think. Keith probably was 10 million. Yeah, Day was good with it. Shout out to Sam. He said keep getting a 10 fight or 10 rematch of Fundora. From what I understand, I think K calls it what it do, homie. That's Fundora and Tim Zoo. From what I understand. That Fundora probably looking to make that bagament, as JB saying, that bagament. So yeah, I don't know what Keith gonna do, but he looked solid, you know, against Brock Jarvis. He went out there and treated him, you know what I mean, accordingly. I mean, one more thing, let's hear what Oscar had to say. We're gonna keep rolling.
This is special.
Man, if my grandfather could see me now in the ring with Oscar Delahoya, this is incredible.
I never wish that I could turn back the clock. I literally wish I could turn back the clock and fight tomorrow night.
Bill Haney?
Huh?
Maybe Bill Haney?
Too easy. I need a tougher challenge.
Y'all gonna let all build, man. They're gonna let all build. You already know Judah, that bagament. But let's keep rolling, man. So we do know that Derek James is back in the fold with Ryan Garcia, right? We do know that he's back in the mix. And you know, he did a little sit down with Akim Barak. And he was talking about it, man. Let's hear what Derek had to say, because Derek don't do a lot of interviews. Derek James do not do a lot of interviews, Bill. So you gotta send it to me, because I don't got it. I didn't catch
so much, and I thought about it. I said, man, we need to have him on a show, because a lot of the answers that you give me, I want him to be on camera, you know. So, and there's some stuff that I want to get into, Derek, that you know, I don't know how much you can talk about it, but we're gonna ask. You talk about what you can talk about.
Right.
First off, we're in New York City, Ryan Garcia, Times Square.
He means well.
We know that I had a great outing against Devin Haney.
Right.
And then seemed like he was going to train with somebody else. And here we are again.
He spoke on
working with Ryan again. Talk to me about.
You know what I mean? Because I thought they was done. I didn't see Derek James working back with Ryan Garcia. Not saying that it was like damaged permanently, but I didn't. Shout out to Two Cents Boxing too. Shout out to the Queen. I didn't see this. You know, I don't even know what to call it. I didn't see this tag team teaming back up. I didn't see Derek working back with Ryan. Thought Ryan was done and moved on, but I want to see if he covered why he might have, you know, chose to work back with him again.
How that interaction went, like to get you back on board.
Well, it was a process. It wasn't just like I just immediately did it.
Right.
It was
because you kind of said we had a little something to do with that.
Well, yeah, I told you We'll get to that.
Okay.
But it's gonna be within this answer.
Okay.
So it was like, you know, it was like they were asking me, and I was kind of like, you know, I don't know. And really, but then I saw the interview that you all did with Ryan, right? And how poised he was and how focused he was. And it was like, okay, I can see that. And I like that.
Right.
Then I was like, well, I want to talk to him. Because I want to be able to talk to him regardless of whatever.
Next gen.
You know, you can be having an interview, but when I talked to him, he's very focused and he's very dedicated. So I said, okay, I'm good. But it really came, but had I not seen this, and I don't even watch the internet, so I'm not even on the internet like that.
Right.
But I was like, okay. And I watched it, and the way he was answering questions, I said, okay, I'm good.
So that sounds like to me that maybe you weren't in such of a hurry to get back into that atmosphere of having a fighter that's drinking and smoking and, you know, with the other antics he was doing at that particular time.
Well, it wasn't necessarily that. It was just that, you know, you want to come into a situation that is good, right? The drinking and smoking is not a thing I indulge in. Never had a drink, never. So I don't believe in that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and I believe anybody else can do other than a fighter.
Yes.
But it wasn't like, you know, just everything else that kind of went along with everything. You know, I was just like, I needed to make sure he was focused and make sure he was poised. And I mean, when I saw the interview here, I was like, and really it was brief because I didn't see all of it.
Right.
But what I saw, I was like, okay, he's good.
So have you ever had a conversation with him about the drinking or those antics? Are you the type of trainer to say, hey, Ryan, I don't think you should be out in the club?
Oh, yeah, no doubt, man. You know, it's like, I can't not say anything because you can't maximize who you are as an individual if you're not 100%, you know? But, you know.
How would he take that advice?
I think he'd take any kind of advice from me, you know, because it's real. I'm not going to lie to him about it.
But would he say, like, you're right, Derek, or I'm just going to have a drink every once in a blue? Like, did you feel like you were getting through to him?
Yeah, but he's not doing any of that at all. I mean, he's done with all that.
Yeah, no, I know. I'm talking about back then when he was. Like, I'm talking about getting ready for Haney.
You know, I would say something to him. I would say something to him, yeah.
No, but it's like what he said when he was here. He said, nobody was able to get through to me. So if somebody's trying to give you advice, you're not going to say, nah, F that. You're going to be like, okay, yeah, right. And then still go do what you want to do.
Mm-hmm.
I think that when you feel like you know a situation, and even regardless of whatever, he was able to perform up to, you know, top tier. So even in the gym, he worked very hard. So it wasn't like he was going easy.
So were you a little bit worried? Like, okay, he's not giving me 100%. That might lead us to not performing the way we want to perform that night.
You know, I felt a certain kind of way. I'm not going to lie. I felt a certain kind of way, but I just said, you know, just keep pushing.
Yeah.
And let me tell you, there's two people who really, because I really was like going into the fight, I was really kind of like, man, I really, you know, you really kind of don't know.
Yeah.
But I got Roxanne Shante hit me up, right?
Oh, that's our girl,
And she was like, listen, you just focus on everything you did and all the work. I mean, so really it was like, when she hit me up, I was like, damn. Because she, like, we talked, whatever, but it was like, she gave me the word, right? And I was like, it's okay. And then I was like, we're going to do it. And then my daughter hit me up. My daughters hit me up that day. I was like, couple days before.
Okay.
And it was like at the same time, like back to back. Like,
okay.
And my daughters hit me up, and then Roxanne hit me up. I was like,
you felt confident.
Yeah. Because it was like she was like, hey, you did your job. You're doing your job. You know, you're doing what you need to be doing. And she was like, you know, you just stay focused. You know, you did what you were supposed to do. And listen, I was like, right. And that was it.
You know, as a trainer, I'm sorry to stay on that. As a trainer, I guess maybe some trainers out there would say, well, you know what? I'm getting my paycheck.
No.
Right. Can you ever say that to yourself and make yourself feel better? Well, at least I got X amount of dollars.
I'm like Marlo Stansfield. My name is my name. Everything I do, my name.
For those that don't know that, go watch.
I like that. My name is my name, man. Nah. So he got some morals. He got some principles about him. I like that. That's why I like watching Ak and Barack interviews that they do, because they be they be getting to the good questions. They ask them right off the rip, like, what made you want to like work back with him? And it wasn't just he jumped right to it. He had to see some things. He wanted to make sure Ryan was in the right state of mind, pretty much what it sounded like before he went back to try to rock out with him. So I can respect that, man, to a degree. I know people want the world to be mad at him for some of the things that he said, but I think when it comes to like business, like that's something. I think if I got Derrick James figured out right, that's something that Ryan gonna have to deal with. This is business. If your mind is right and we doing this business, we gonna do this business. But as it pertains to the stuff that you put out and the shit that you say, you on your own with that. So yeah, I like DJ.
The Wire.
That big show.
This is like, my name.
And you know what? I remember hearing you say that several times because a while back I asked you, I don't want to name names, about if certain fighters came ask you to train them, you'd be like, no, I can't. I won't be able to do that because it's going to put some stain on my name. Obviously, against Haney, he showed a lot, right? He was at a weight class where he was comfortable. He was 2 pounds over 140 and stayed, didn't want to lose that weight. Very comfortable in that weight. Does him and Gervonta Davis, does that fight look different at a weight that Ryan is comfortable in? Let's say at 140, 142, 143.
I think it could. You know what I mean? I'm not looking that far in advance because we got.
But it's a topic that people always bring up, right? Because they.
For me, I get you, but I don't think. Well, this is the thing. Like, I mean, it all depends, right? On what Derrick James is paying attention to that comes out of Ryan Garcia, right? It's a lot of shit that don't even get to him because he don't pay attention to social media. So unless somebody bringing it to him, I remember hearing him speak this. So unless somebody bringing it to him, probably don't know about certain shit. So I don't know if he know about the rants and stuff that he went on. And look, I get it, but you got some people that feel like they know him. That's not really who he is. Like, you got to think drinking, smoking, drugging at a time where you ain't coherent and you going about, it's no excuse for it, no justification. You got to own up to it. But I think in terms of somebody looking to do business with you, like that's for him to deal with personally as a man. Like, and I don't think he personally feels that that's really who he is, or he probably wouldn't work with him, right? I don't know, but I just think as it pertains to business, right? It's like, as long as your mind is straight and we can focus on this job and this task at hand, and we can move forward. But I don't see them rocking with each other outside of that. Shout out to Ghetto Fab. Let's keep going. Y'all hit that like button. Let's keep rocking.
They bring up the fact that Ryan fought at 135 with a rehydration clause, and they see how he look against Devin.
I don't know what his reasons.
Two different fighters, kind of, right? So I just wanted your opinion on because Ryan always says he wants to get his lick back with Tank, right? We both know what those two guys do with numbers wise, right? Like two of the biggest stars in the sport. So if that fight would happen again at a weight class that Ryan is comfortable, would it be a much different fight?
I think so. I think it will be.
You think Ryan wins?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, but
got that out of him.
Yeah,
all right, so I'm going to ask you a question about this upcoming fight.
I don't know. It's like taking your feelings into the business with you, right? Like I wouldn't imagine that it's something that even comes up. I think DJ is just all business. You know what I mean? And at the end of the day, he in it to do that job specifically, nothing outside of it. And you obviously got some integrity about him because he ain't want to just, if it was simply about the money, he wouldn't even care what kind of mental state he was in. He wouldn't even did the little homework that he did do to see if he was on the up and up. He would have just rocked out and just got the money. So I can't really I can't look at DJ as a bad guy in this because there's so many details that we don't have. See, we be on the internet. We paid attention to Ryan heavily in the spaces and all of those different things. And it just, I can't imagine DJ sitting up digesting the same stuff that we have from him. You get what I'm saying? I don't know. You know what I mean? This dude don't be on the internet.
There's 3 headliners, Ryan being one of them. You got Devin Haney and you got Teofimo Lopez. Right. I asked Ryan, who do you think has the toughest opponent? And he said Romero. Do you agree that Romero is the toughest opponent out of the other 3 guys?
Man, I can't answer that because I'm going to tell you something that's real funny, right? I've never seen the other guy fight.
I knew it. Well, okay, I thought he was going to say, Ryan is going to destroy Rolly, so that's not going to be a tough fight for him.
No, he don't even talk like that.
I'm being honest, I don't remember, and I only seen Teofimo fight twice, I think.
Right.
What, when he fought the guy in Australia?
Yeah, Cambosos. But it was in New York, though.
It just all depends, man. He said a lot of shit, but the reality is everybody is not going to be mad at them the same way, right? Some of the things he said is going to linger with people forever. It's going to stick with people forever, and that's something that Ryan going to have to deal with. I think if you Derrick James, that's really not your fight, right? Now, again, I don't know if that conversation ever came up, but I obviously don't. I don't think it has, right? I just think he want to make sure that he mentally where he needs to be as pertains to boxing. But that other shit, like he gonna have to. You get what I'm saying? It's just something he gonna have to deal with, and maybe other people like yourself are just gonna continue to not rock with him forever because of it, right? But that's something Ryan got to deal with. Some are gonna be more forgiving than others, and I don't think it makes Derrick James a bad guy, right? I don't think he's a bad guy for dealing with Ryan Garcia because I don't think that's not like he's saying he cool with what he doing. That's not what he there for. He just there to train him, put him in position to win a fight. That's it. That's all, right? That, like I said, his personal life is something that he got as a man, you know what I'm saying, answer for or account for. But Derrick James is just there to train him. And as long as he is in the state he needs to get the job done, I think that's where he at with it, right?
Okay, what's it good? From Australia. That's what I mean.
I got you. So Ryan Garcia and a lot of other people tend to say Romero doesn't have much skill. Do you see that when you watch? Now you had to have watched them.
Yeah. I mean, no, but I've seen Rolly fight before. Yeah. I just hadn't seen. No, man, listen, it's like
Big Rolo the Dome.
A lot of people say
punch that like button out.
As long as you're getting the job done, it doesn't even matter, right? I believe that his style is his style. And if he's mastered something and he's been able to be great and successful, we're talking about him because of what he's done before, right? So that means it's been good enough to be successful. It's like he has that not go away. Right? You may fight a fight, you think you're gonna lose, you lose. It's not going away. He's back in the mix. So what happens is you really can't say whatever you want to say about him because he's the guy who's been consistent. Right? So his style works for him. And it's just about figuring out who he is and who he wants to be that night because obviously he's successful.
So if you worked with Romero, you wouldn't change his style?
I didn't say that. I just said what took for him to be successful now.
Okay.
Because I'm going to add whatever to him. I think I see best, whatever, but it's like, I'm not going to be decapitating on television.
I like this sit down with Derrick James. Shout out to Ak and Barack, man. They always do great work. They ask good questions, man. They're not overly messy, in my opinion, from the content that I see from them. They just do their job, ask good questions, and get good answers. So they did get to the gist of, what I wanted to hear from Derrick James to a degree as to why he decided to rock out with Ryan Garcia again. And I don't know. They could have it seemed like it's a longer an interview to this, but that was just one part, the part that I wanted to get to, because he talked about, why he decided to rock out with him. And he seen him in the interview with them, and he seen that he was mentally together. That's what he seen. So, he felt the need to rock out. You know what I mean? So, and you got to think, these dudes, he spoke about having relationships with other people as well. That's cool with Ryan. That's, probably family of his. So, that kind of helped him make a decision to rock back out with him too. You know what I'm saying? So, like, for instance, you got some people that feel like all of the stuff that he was saying, that's what's in his heart. That's who he is. The hell with him. Ain't no forgiving him. That's just where they at. Then you have some people that say they know him. They've been around him since he was a kid, this and that. That's not who he is. So it just, I can't tell nobody that they're wrong for seeing it different. If you a person that's more forgiving of the shit that he said, like you just think he was out wilding and bugging and being irresponsible with the shit he was putting out, And that's what it is. But then you got people that's like they unforgiving and they like they'll never rock with Ryan again. And that's what he got to deal with. That's part of what comes with putting out that kind of energy, right? That type of negativity into the atmosphere. People, you know, have people that just gonna be standoffish permanently. But in the sport of boxing, the dude still can sell some tickets. So somebody's gonna work with him, right? Because they ain't gonna be, they're not gonna be worried about what he said on social media or in the Twitter space. They're gonna be worried about the money they can make off. It's unfortunate, but that's just how boxing be rocking. So I don't know, man. Like I said, I definitely didn't see this match being made. I didn't see them matching back up, teaming back up, but it is, man. Maybe Derek seen enough of what he needed to see to feel like, it wouldn't have been a bad idea to do some business with Ryan. So we got to see what he looked like. That's what's really important, though, man. Listen, that stuff he said, it's going to follow him forever. It's going to always follow him. But at the end of the day, he going to have to deal with that. You know what I mean? When he in these different circles, and it's going to be people that's going to always bring up, his past and the different shit that he was saying. But for the most part, people going to look at it as, man, they're going to chalk it up as he was a intoxicated kid drinking and drugging, bro. Drinking and drugging. Yeah, why you go to Derek? You don't like black people? Yeah, that's the question. I mean, so that's why I say, man, it's one thing to put out ignorance, knowing that it's ignorant and there's no excuse for it, but I don't know, man. Attention has still been proven to be one of the absolute most powerful drugs in all of the world. And for better or for worse, that's exactly what that shit brought him. Running his mouth like that, same way Teo did it. You know what I mean? For me, the way I'll say this, it's all screwed up. I'm not a fan of none of it. You bogus for putting out that energy in any way, shape, or form, no matter the situation. But a guy that's completely within his right mind, sober, not drinking, smoking, and nothing, and can sit there and intentionally be a certain way, knowing that it's pissing people off, that would make me more mad than the person that just decided to get, intoxicated and then, start getting loose with his mouth, right? Like, it's all screwed up. But that guy that's in a clear state of mind and still, should know full well what he's saying. You get me? It's all crazy at the end of the day, but I can't, I think the truth would be told, man, in due time, man, if those guys are really what they portrayed to be when they was going on those little rants. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see. But at the end of the day, man, yeah, if he did, I wouldn't be mad, Aisha, not one bit. I wouldn't be mad not one bit if he smoked them. Wouldn't be mad not one bit. You know what I mean? Not one iota. I wouldn't even care. But let's keep rocking, man. We're gonna change gears a little bit, man. Shout out to Fight Hype, man. Richardson Hitchens did an interview recently. He went in a bit, and he got his fight coming up. I think we got his date. I think it's June 14th. I think with Cambosis. So I'm looking forward to it. I know people not excited for the fight. They would have rather seen him in a unification, but I'm starting to really get it in boxing, and I understand perfectly well why at least for me. So let me see something really quick. Yeah. June 14th. There you go. So June 14th, you got Cambosis on the hook. So cool title defense, man. You go out there, beat Cambosis and keep it moving, man. Then maybe you get you a title defense and maybe you get a unification next. Who knows? But that's what I like. Teal be sounding. Teal is all bogus, man. Yeah. Let's hear what Richardson, man. Let's hear what Champ had to say, man.
Hitchens, what's going on, baby? I'm good, man. Just here, I'm ready to just, get this promotional run and go for me and George Cambosis June 14th in Madison Square Garden. Just excited, and yeah, it's time. What's gonna happen to George Cambosis on that night? I keep telling everybody. I've been telling the media. I've been telling everybody. This guy's not on my level. Great fighter. I can't take nothing away from George Cambosis. This guy that, he's been undisputed before. This guy only lost to the top of the crop in boxing. Teofimo, Lomachenko, Devin Haney. I mean, he beat Teofimo
Yeah.
Lopez. So he's been in there at the pinnacle of today's times boxing. So, like I said, I believe I'm one of the best fighters in the sport of boxing, one of the best pure boxers in boxing in a long time. So I think that I'm gonna just show Kambosos that it's levels, and that is what it is.
So if you
Man, that's right, man. Shout out to my brother D1 in the Cash App. Said, salutations, bro. I don't believe Rod's racist at all. Now, I just believe he's misguided, ignorant guy. And then I think when you add drugs and alcohol into the mix, you get a very unpredictable, irresponsible guy with a bunch of money, and then him having yes men around him, nobody like warning him from himself. Nobody, I ain't gonna say nobody was telling him, but a lot of the time I've seen a lot of enablers around that kid. So I just can't rock with it, man. He gotta tighten up. It's gonna be interesting to see how long, because shout out to Aisha, she mentioned how long he'll actually be the calm Ryan with admitting that he got multiple personalities, because if he can be the calm, cool, collective guy, clear head off the drugs and the alcohol, I mean, I think that's a better representation of who he is versus the guy that is not taking care of himself and partying too
And
much.
we ain't never got a box again. Well,
Right.
well. I already been getting these back, but now it's time for you to get your just.
I'm saying, I'm gonna lie, sick Kambosos. Oh, you don't want him to be cameo?
Notorious is straight to Teofimo. That's who you calling out.
Yeah,
That's the one you want.
I want Teofimo, Devin Haney, or Ryan Garcia. These guys, man, it feel like they running from me. I've been calling these guys out before I was champion. They said, Richardson, don't come over here and make no trouble. Don't cause no trouble. Don't talk bad about nobody. But listen, I got to the championship by beating hard competition, undefeated guys that were beating the boogeyman. No steroids, no championship belt getting emailed to me. I came and took
Show
this
that
shit.
belt.
So, like I'm saying, yeah, man, give me whoever. Teofimo, it don't matter. You know what I'm saying?
So you willing to go to 147 and go up there and face them at that weight?
Yes, I'm willing to go to 147. I'm going to fight at catch weights, 144. It don't matter. Give me the biggest fights. And that's just what it is, man.
And Conor Ben at 147 too?
Make it happen. If it makes sense, to make it happen. And that's it. Yeah, I'm ready to go to UK.
Richardson, first of all, good to see you. I mean, belt looks good on you. Belt looks good on you. Hey, man, it's a
historic. Heavy too. George Kambosos is gonna be looking to come take this in a few weeks. He ain't gonna get it though.
There's a lot of back and forth on social media with George Kambosos. Is that something that trying to get into his head? Because I feel like everybody tries to do with George Kambosos on social media, get into his head. That's my first question.
I mean, this guy, the way he talking, it seems like he's trying to get in my head, but this guy, you can tell he's scared shit, bro. His fucking wife been on my page for the last 3 days watching all my stories. Like, I'm trying to tell him it's gonna be okay. It's gonna be over sooner, quicker than she knows. You know what I'm saying? This guy, man, this guy is like, he's known for going out there and beating Teofimo. That's his glory to fame. You know what I'm saying? In a close fight. I'm no Teofimo Lopez. I'm levels above Teofimo Lopez. And like I said, you'll see it firsthand. Like, this ain't gonna be no jab and run the contest and hugging whatever he's talking. I'm putting beats on this guy.
What about?
Man, talk to him, man. I think it's shout out to Urban Mac, man. I think it's like L-Dub alluded to a while back. I think it's Kambosos' team, Mikello, that keep getting them opportunities, bro. He got a good team. They keep getting them opportunities, right? And he's been in there with the who's, right? He's been in there with some top tier talent, right? He had a run at once upon a time, so he finding a way to hang around and still be relevant to a degree. But I don't think he's beating any of these other top guys though. But his team constantly get him in position, bro. You know what I'm saying? They constantly get him fights. It's crazy, but they really do. But he's just one of those guys. If you're a fighter, if you a guy that's coming up trying to solidify and build your name, you don't mind putting him on your resume because he's been in there with some fighters. Not that he beat them all, but he do got the Teofimo win and the several wins before that he had to put together to get in position. So he got in there with Haney twice. You know what I'm saying? He got in there with Loma, even though he got his ass kicked, but he fought him. So if he's good enough for them, then he good enough for a title defense and Hitchins to get a win, right? You know what I mean? Keep him busy, get him paid, and put a name on his resume that, you know what I mean, got some stain on it, 704 Joe, what it do? So that's all that really is to me. And it's tough, bro. I think you couldn't tell a fighter it don't matter how you get the belt, because think about it. Imagine you putting in the work that Hitchens put in, especially the the fights leading up to the title fight with, Lemos, as tough as that fight was, and then you beat a Liam Paro that did beat the boogeyman in Subriel Matias, and the person tell you it don't matter. You'll be like, what? But I think they both matter. But I think that's where the story continues. I think initially, how you get the belt is a story in and of itself. But like you mentioned, you are right too. How you keep it, and if you're able to grab more hardware, it just adds to it. So that's the stage he at. He in the stage where he's a newly crowned champion. He's trying to, stay busy, get them title defenses, and hopefully unifications next. So I can see what they're doing, man. And I ain't in a rush. I feel like the fight's gonna be there for him as long as he keep winning.
This week of this,
I mean, call it what you want. He's just not on that level. It just showed it every time he steps up. This guy fucking don't do nothing. Actually, on men law, women law, numbers don't. This guy lands the least percent of punches in any championship like bout in boxing today. This guy lands like shit numbers every round. So this guy's a fucking man. This guy is just a guy that beat Teofimo Lopez. And like I said, I couldn't get Teofimo Lopez. I got the guy that beat him.
What about this week? We got obviously 3 big fights. Ryan and Rolly, what's your prediction of that one? And Devin and Jose Ramirez, and lastly Teofimo and Barbosa. I'm sure you want Teofimo to win that fight to potentially face him later down the line. What's your
it really
prediction?
don't matter. I mean, now I wouldn't be surprised if Teofimo win, but I'm hearing Barbosa saying, "Oh, Hitchins is average." If I'm so average, how the fuck is a guy who's gonna call a guy that's dominating damn near every fight he's been in, calling a guy like me average? But this guy barely winning. This guy barely gets W's. So, like I said, if he happens to beat Teofimo happens to be him, it don't matter. Like, let's unify, man. I'm here. I'm going to get my job done in a few weeks. And it is what it is. Rolly and Garcia, I expect Garcia to get the job done. But I'm wishing both of them guys luck. Haney, let's see how his chin holds up. You know what I'm saying? But I think Haney's the better boxer, and he should get it done.
You think all the criticism that he's getting, coming in after that tough loss, the loss with the Ryan, think that's going to affect him, everything that he went through? You think that's going to play a huge part? I mean, I'm sure it will somewhat, but what do you think?
Ryan is a bigger guy than Jose Ramirez, you know what I'm saying? And different styles. I think Ryan is more of a danger than Jose Ramirez. Jose Ramirez has been, kind of shot. He just took a loss to Barbosa. Barbosa is not really a Devin Haney. He's not a Devin Haney level. So, this Devin Haney should win.
What's the misconception about your style?
I agree with him.
I really don't get hit. I'm landing at a high accurate rate, and these guys, every time I go out there, I'm dominating, whether it's silently or whether it's loudly. You know what I'm saying? I'm dominating. These guys is barely winning rounds. These guys went 4 rounds, and I lost. So I'm in a close fight. I feel like I just thought one of the best boxers in boxing. I've been saying this shit before I was world champion. I'm gonna keep saying this while I'm defending this belt and while I go on to grab the biggest fights to keep proving I'm one of the best. Like I said, I want Ryan Garcia, I want Devin Haney, I want Teofimo Lopez. Give me my shot.
Richardson, Jay with Sportbox TV official. Going back to what you said about George Kambosos, you said he's just a guy that beat Teofimo. Do you believe that he deserves a shot at your title?
Yeah, because he's former undisputed champion. Doesn't because I say he's just a guy that beat Teofimo. A lot of people in here think Teofimo's better than me. A lot of people think George Kambosos fought guys that's way better than me. So this is why I start solidifying my name in the boxing this year. George Kambosos is the first name. It's a big fight. It's a huge fight. It's a big name. And let's see what I do there. I know what I'm going to do in a few weeks. And like I said, pure domination. I'm coming to dominate this guy.
You see what he's saying? Like, that's why I say I play these interviews and things so much, because you get to hear what these fighters are saying and how they think and why he would be interested in even fighting them. Yeah, I can't get Teofimo now. George Kambosos is a fool, but he is a guy that beat Teofimo. He is a guy that fought Devin Haney, the Lomachenkos of the world, right? So it is a name within the sport of boxing, and it's a solid name to put on my resume. And it's a guy that I feel like I know I'm going to beat his ass. So if you Hitchins, you take that fight, you put that name on your resume, and you keep moving closer to those other guys, those bigger fights, and those other champions if given an opportunity. That's all. I know a lot of times you see a guy win a title, you like, nah, man, just unify. That's not always the path. You get what I'm saying? Who would he be unifying with right now anyway? You get what I'm trying to say? So, let him stay busy. June, next month, pretty much? Because, next month. So, it'll be here sooner than he can get that fight in. I don't think he's going to take a lot of punishment in no fight with Kambosos, and you get to stay active, get a fight. You know what I mean? Like, people dismiss Kambosos completely because of the level we feel like he's not on. But just think about how many people he's still better than, if you're being honest. Think about the people he fought, and his name's still respectable in the sport of boxing for you to put on a resume, right? Just scrape him, get him out of there, title defense, and with him having a team that's always getting him an opportunity, it is what it is. You know what I mean? So it just is what it is. I mean, I don't know, man. I just watch boxing as it come, man. I look at it. Who is he? Like, again, who he supposed to fight? What champion he gonna fight? Teo fighting somebody. Gary Antoine just fought recently. That's not gonna be the fight, right? It makes sense. You stay busy, you stay active, but I think that's what this is. It's a stay busy fight. It's not gonna be a killer type of fight. It's not one that's going to get people super excited, but it's just a good fight. You know what I mean? Every fight ain't going to get you out your seat, but it serves a purpose for a reason, and I'm cool with it. Like, I ain't tripping. But I'm more interested to see the move after this, though. You get what I'm saying? But I ain't tripping because I get it. Kambosos is a name within the sport of boxing that, like I say, she keep finding a way to get opportunities, man. So maybe this would be one of his last opportunities to get his ass beat the right way. Yeah, I would like to see him stop him. I really would. I would love to see him stop Kambosos. He spoke on Subriel already. He said it. He said he willing to fight him and show y'all that he ain't who y'all think he is. He said it. He said if I sue. He said in a different interview. But let me finish playing. There's only a couple minutes left. He done.
Yeah. Chan, why do you think people criticize your opponents, but then you look at other fighters and I mean you see who they fighting?
I mean, you look at Keyshawn. You know that guys like fights like Keyshawn Davis. He fights a weight drain.
That's the only thing I don't like, the fighters that why they do that to each other so much. Like, they discredit each other wins so much. You know what I'm saying? Like, you fight a weight, you can't fight a guy that's come in heavy. That's not weight drained. That's the opposite. He came in comfortable. If you talking about Lemos, and there's no way you could discredit the win respectfully, because that's a dude that gave you your toughest fight to date. And then he went out there and made that shit look easy. So I know it's competitive. Like, I get it, but they got to stop discrediting each other because it be making them sound crazy. You get what I'm saying? Lemos wasn't weight drained. Like, you get what I'm saying? At all. The dude was overweight, if anything. Let me play the rest of this real quick.
He fights a weight drain Lemos. He's the greatest guy on earth. He fights a guy in Baranchik, which is, a mediocre guy. He's the greatest guy in the world. I'll be undefeated world champion in Liam Perrin, 25 years old, knocks out Montana, beat the Boogeyman division. But ain't nobody talking about that. They still saying, Hitchins is mediocre. He's still regular. The narrative that these people make is to basically make it seem like I'm not one of the top guys. I've been saying I'm on the Shakur Stevenson level, the Javante Davis level. The guys that know boxing, they know that. What about
And I understand it, but that's the thing, man. These dudes gotta find a way to stop discrediting each other's wins and expecting the fans to be educated. Y'all do it. Y'all say stupid stuff like, respectfully, you can't be overweight and weight drained. You get what I'm saying? Weight drains, you had a tough weight cut. That wasn't the case with him. This dude just blew weight, came in overweight, and got his overweight ass cooked. And then he beat Baranchik. He call him mediocre, but he also beat Emmanuel Navarrete that people think a lot highly of. So the same way you put it in perspective, how you beat Liam Parrow, who beat the Boogeyman, Subriel Matias, I can look at it that way. But, Hitchens, Keyshawn Davis fought the fights he was supposed to fight, and he done it with 13 fights. You get what I'm saying? Like, there's no way you can knock that. He fought who he's supposed to fight. Baranchik was a champion. He took the title from him. You get what I'm saying? Liam Parrow was a champion. You took the title from him. We got to stop taking away from people's biggest wins and their biggest accomplishments. It's kind of silly to do. If you feel like you better than Keyshawn Davis, then find another way to say it. But, downplaying the opponents and one of them being a guy that gave you the toughest fight is kind of weird. You get what I'm saying? You got to give him credit where it's due.
Javante Davis and Lamont Roach. What do you think of that? What's going to happen the second? We saw you obviously here in the fight. We were trying to
talk to you, but obviously fans were, mobbing you and everything. But what do you think of the rematch?
Like I said, when I say Tank is scared to lose, I mean it in a way of Tank is a true competitor. This guy, you know how Drake, I've been heard before, like Drake said, like fear of losing keep him up. And Tank is the type of dude like losing wakes him up. Him thinking about he fuck around and lose a fight, that shit gonna make him ground. So I feel like he kind of got like a glimpse of that in March 1st. So I think that when they do the rematch, there's going to be a whole different Tank. I think Tank is going to get in his bag. He's going to make the adjustment that he need to make to get the victory. And I'm hoping so. But Lamar's a great fighter also.
I like the way he elaborated on what he meant by, saying Tank is scared to lose. I like that as a perfect answer. Like, because people was ready to take the clip and make it seem like he trying to expose Tank or something weird like that. Nah, he's just telling you that's what motivates him. That's what keeps him sharp, keeps him hungry. Dude don't want to let nobody take his spot. You know, heard Tank say that out his own mouth. So I'm glad he cleared that up for the people trying to run and with their little clickbait, And I get it, Mr. Empire. Look, but just think of it this way. Richardson Hitchens is your investment. You just won a title, right? The champions are tied up. Who do you have? What's the next best thing? You got a guy in Kambosos that's fought in front of big crowds, that's fought meaningful guys, still a name within the sport of boxing. You get to keep your guy active, get him a title defense, right? And then you work out the next best move for him after that, which will hopefully be a unification, or if not, then the next best thing outside of that. So I get it. It's not the sexy pick, but it serves a purpose. And I'm only able to speak this way because I'm starting to really get it, right? We be one of these guys to go straight back into the fire, and that's just not the reality. Like, guys don't move like that. They'll give a guy a softer touch after taking a couple fights. So look, Hitchens fought a Lemos, tough ass fight. He fought Paro, world-class guy. You get what I'm trying to look at it like that. Now, what you do, you taper down a bit. Okay, the champions are tied up. I mean, you get the next best thing. You get a guy like, you get what I'm saying? You get a guy like, a Kambosos with a name that's been in there with some guys, and you get your guy a win. You get what I'm trying to say? So I'm just learning it. I'm understanding this. It's about longevity, preserving your guy. You don't want to burn them out. You know what I'm saying? You get them extra fights, more paydays, more recognition. You kind of try to build the profile that is Richardson Hitchens to get them to the next level. But I hate to hear them. Like, you cannot discredit. And I've been saying this all the time. I'll put just about any of these guys, anybody that has a problem with Keyshawn Davis' opponent selection, I will put his 13 fights up against anybody first 13 fights, and I guarantee you that shit won't be the same. I'm not trying to say he fought all of these killers, but just go look, and you can do the homework. It's not even that long. 13 fights. I think he got 9 KOs. Go look at who he's been fighting. He's been fighting experienced guys fresh out the gate. He ain't been fighting dudes with crazy losing records and shit like that. That hasn't been his path. His path has been very similar to Shakur. They both been on Top Rank. They moved them dudes a certain way. They both got a title, I believe, in their 13th win. You get me? It's a lot of similarities. Those dudes fight other experienced opponents. Keyshawn fighting dudes with way more pro experience than he got. You got to just give credit to that. Just go look at their resume. You don't take my word for it. So again, the last couple wins are impressive because he's right on par where he's supposed to be. Like that's all. Like, can you name another fighter with 13 fights in that got a world title right now? And then look at some of the names, like they're experienced guys. That's how you get your guy. You develop your guy. You got to build him. You put him in there with experienced guys, more experienced than himself as a professional, and you see how he swim. And Keyshawn has been steadily progressing. He had a hiccup with Nair Albright. It's not really a hiccup to me, but they took the win off the record, whatever. But he bounced back. That shit motivated him. I think that was the best thing that happened to him. Now look where he at. He completely focused, and it's like people are finding ways to take from what he what he been doing. I just can't see it that way. There's no way you can look at it and say, yeah, he ain't doing nothing. What do you mean? 13 fights in? What he supposed to be doing? Who the hell is supposed to fight right now? And it's funny how the dude went from a clout chaser to a champion in like almost overnight. And now people have to give him the respect because he earned it. That's also shout out to Hitchens. I know it's competitive. I love Hitchens. You know what I'm saying? Love his skill set too. And I know it's competitive between them two. They spar and they've been going back and forth. They even been going at each other on Twitter a bit. You know, look, that'd be a great future fight. But they're two dogs. I don't pick sides. I tell them what it is. I won't take from your Lemos win the same way you can't take from what you know, Keyshawn did. Lemos gave you your toughest fight. He might have been in shape for you, but he wasn't in shape for he was heavy for Keyshawn. What was he, a middleweight? And he got stopped in a couple rounds. There's no way you can look at that fight and be like, that ain't shit. You just beat a weight. He wasn't weight drained. He was overweight. You get what I'm saying? Wasn't weight drained. He came in overweight. And I done seen people make that case for coming in overweight as a reason to be able to have an upper hand. What did Devin Haney feel like that 3 pounds did for Ryan? You get what I'm saying? So, and you talking about, we ain't even talking about 3 pounds. These dudes fight at lightweight. This dude come in 160 pounds in the ring on fight night. He's a middleweight. And he got smoked by a lightweight, a legit lightweight. Knocked his ass out. Then he moved on to Baranchyk. That he got an ugly style. He's an awkward guy, but he's a respectable dude. He can box, solid. He got pedigree, and Keyshawn made him look like shit. That's what you got to say. Did anybody else make Baranchyk look like that? No, that's because that means it's something a little different about Keyshawn Davis, and it's okay to say it. It's a little different. That dude he's sharp as shit, man. He getting better. I'm telling you, him and Bomac got something crazy going on. It's only getting worse, bro. He got that Bud type mentality. He like to fight. He get in there and mix it up. He defensively responsible. He know how to change gears. He know how to control the pace of a fight. He know how to sell a fight. He know how to talk shit. He actually can sell tickets. That Keyshawn slander is weird. I just can't rock with it. But I ain't saying that's what Hitchens was doing. He just talking from a fighter standpoint, right? He think differently than me. He's in there. He gets in there with those guys. I'm talking from a civilian standpoint, a content creator. But I know a little bit of boxing, man. And I know that just as well as I won't take away from the way, you know, Hitchens had to gut it out against Lemos, I'm not going to discredit the guy that made that look relatively super easy. He made that shit look easy to the point where people start complaining. Nah, where was all the people who was like, nah, he heavy, man. I'm concerned for Keyshawn, man. He might stop him. I remember this shit. I remember people saying this. Then when he smoked him, it's like, oh, nah, man, that wasn't shit. He was weight drained. Oh, he was overweight. He blew weight. He wasn't in shape. I don't want to hear it. That's his problem. Ain't nobody tell him to get in there with that dog and not be in shape. He should have known who he was getting in there with. Got his ass beat, and on to the next one. On to the next, man. Shout out to my homies, man. Y'all smash that like button for me. DB3, Coach Randall. Shout out to you, homie. Appreciate you pulling up. My guy, Mr. M Pride. Smoking after that fight. Right. And he made himself vulnerable. He letting you know he smoked. Mike Kirkland, my bro, what's good with it, family? How you feeling? He let everybody know he was smoking. They was calling him a weed head, coach. They was calling him a weed head, ready to write him off. He need to stop smoking. He ain't focused, blah, 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 blah. All right. They made jokes about his mental situation. He let you know about that. Like, come on, man. That dude is, I'm telling you, I'm just dude for real. I'm an advocate for the young man. I've been doing this since he's like 3 or 4 fights in. I'm telling you, I think he one of the ones, and he been proving it. And it's fun watching people have to give him his credit in real time. So ain't no Keyshawn slander coming this way, man. The dude could fight, and ain't no glazing. I don't do none of that. I just tell it how it is. I use the facts. That kid ain't fighting guys with blown up, losing ass records. He fighting dudes far more experienced than he is, and he beating their asses, getting rid of them more times than not. The dude barely losing rounds and shit. You get what I'm saying? So much so that he's seen them lose 2 rounds in a fight and lost their minds. You get what I'm saying? So it seemed like the weed head beating ass right now to me. You get what I'm saying? Got a gym going on. He got a movement with the brothers. You know what I mean? His sisters singing national anthems. The man done had a kid, settled down. I think he purchasing properties. This is all the shit that he been, you know, letting us know. So it's a lot to like there, man. He got his shit together. 13 fights and he got his shit together. And if you really a fan of boxing, you got to enjoy that shit. Got to. Kid can fight, man. Kid can fight.
I can't say a knockout. I think Lamar's a great fighter. I still think he's a fighter that can beat the ring. Richardson, another title.
Shout out to Hitchens, though, man, because that's my guy. I like him. I like him and his coach, too. He got a real one over there. I know it's a little competition. I don't think he hating, but these guys always take shots at each other and, you know, each other's competition or they wins. At the end of the day, if they fought each other today, they would be the best guy each other got in the ring with as a professional. And I think that speaks volumes about both fighters. You get what I'm saying? That's where you never mind their resumes, right? You can sit that to the side and you can look at them and their body of work, and you can see what Hitchens do as a fighter. You can see the guys that Keyshawn fought and vice versa. They fought each other today, tomorrow, next week, next year. They'll be the best person, you know what I mean? The best fighter each other got in the ring with, I believe. So shout out to both, man. Keyshawn gonna keep doing his thing. I think they missing it with him because he inherited some of the hate that Bud was getting. People don't like Bud Crawford, definitely hating on Shakur. It's the very same way. Then he get the same. He get, you know, the leftover inherited hate from just being cool with those guys. And that's what I see. That's why, you know, you got dudes that rather try to shit on them than build them up. And I'm telling you, for 13 fights, bro, put most of these dudes that's talking, take their first 13 bouts and put it up to Keyshawn Davis and see and watch what you see immediately. Watch what stand out to you immediately. Watch what you see. Shout out to my brother, man. Mike Kirkland, always coming through, putting that color in the chat. Got to pass through today. But for always building boxing, man, that's my brother. Appreciate you, man. Hope everything is good over there. Appreciate the support. You know, we'll be here tomorrow. Close the week out strong, or we're going to try to call these fights.
And we ain't never got a box again. Well,
right.
Well. I already been getting these back, but now it's time for you to get your just do.
Proud to my brother Mike Kirkland. Appreciate you, bro. Enjoy your day as well. Keyshawn is everything you want in a fighter. Be from a promoter, coach, or a fan standpoint. That's a fact. You know, I'm always gonna go to bat for these dudes. And same thing for Hitchens, right? Like, people try to call him regular. He not regular. You know what I mean? He not regular. Because the same people that call him regular, it was the same people that was saying he was gonna lose to Lynn Parrow. They was nervous for him. Then he went out there and cooked them. Then what? Then you got to move the goalpost. Well, he all right, man. No, Hitchens better than I thought he was. Yeah, he better than you thought he was. Stop being emotional. Stop allowing your personal feelings about fighters that you've never met that make you feel like they can't fight. This dude can fight. Like he say, he one of the best fighters and one of the best boxers in boxing. He is. He is a skillful dude, and it's going to take a damn good fighter to beat him. Ain't going to be no poo-putts getting up in there with Richardson Hitchens and beating him. And that coach that he got in the background, Coach Lenny, I believe his name, got a good trainer, good coach, teacher too. So he got a solid team, man. He put the work in. So shout out to Hitchens. But, you know, if him and Keyshawn ever was the fight in the future, man, it'd be a damn good fight between them both because they talented, skillful. You know, Keyshawn just got that little bit of element in him that some guys don't have, right? He get gritty in there. Like, and he got like that loose screw, but he got the good loose screw because he want to fight, right? He want to be physical, right? He want to mix it up. Like, that's what he like to do. You know what I'm saying? So that's what make him entertaining. You get what I'm saying? But as well as being, you know, aggressive or being willing to get in the mix and fight, he know how to be responsible defensively too. So, you know what I mean? He's just slowly, surely turning into a pretty solid and complete fighter. You know what I mean? Right before your eyes, it's a lot that he can do, and it's not a lot that he can't. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to him. Had to give him his flowers. Shout out to Hitchens. He got his fight coming up with Kambosos June 14th. I know he gonna win that fight, man. I expect him to win, you know, convincingly, man. And again, it gets you a title defense. It gets you an extra payday. You know what I mean? You stay busy. You know what I mean? You continue to build your profile. You get you another win, right? And you move forward. And then from there, you heard what he said. He want to make the biggest fights possible. So if given an opportunity, he gonna do some things at 140, man. Hitchens is he ain't gonna be an easy guy to beat. As basic as they want to write him off as, that basic shit, he be basically boxing your head off. You know what I'm saying? So I like Hitchens, man. I know people say he don't got that dog in him and all this and that. I just think it's different ways to show dogs. Some people get in the kitchen and they mix it up. Other people outbox you round after round and not really give you shit. And that's the way they show how they're a dog. Just being able to outthink you from 3 minutes after 3 minutes after 3. That's a dog to me. You know what I'm saying? If I can constantly outbox you round and round, and this sport is called boxing, I'm doing something right. So that's Hitchens. You know what I'm saying? You got some guys that box to win rounds and win the fight, and you got some guys that box to hurt you. You know what I'm saying? And Hitchens is one of them guys that he gonna box to embarrass you. He gonna box to take you to school, right? If the knockout presents itself, yeah, he'll take it. But other than that, he there to win them rounds, put them rounds in the bank, and ultimately win the fight. And you just can't take that from him. It's been very successful thus far. He's not gonna be an easy guy to beat moving forward, man. He's not. But shout out to everybody in the building, man. I appreciate y'all, man. This was a cool, good build for Thursday, man. Just more talk about this card, man, and what's to come next, what's coming out of it. Again, Hitchins and Tio and Keyshawn, all of those fights are good fights moving forward, man. Rinse, wash, repeat. I'm telling you, dog work to me. Yeah, being able to have, I think if people take into account behind the hands the level of discipline and focus and commitment and like just consistency it take to do that round after round, if they knew how hard it was and how much it took, they'll understand that that's exactly what it is to be a dog. You know what I'm saying? Outthink you. You know what I mean? Every second, every minute of this fight, that's a damn dog. You know what I'm saying? Showing dog ain't always taking punishment. In the words of my guy, Andre Ward, SOG. But again, man, much love to everybody. This week seemed like it's flying by, man. We got an interesting weekend coming up. Like I said, we got fights each of the day, Friday to Sunday. We got this Fatal Fury card. You get me? Who the favorites are. Is it going to be any upsets? CJ, what it do, my guy? It's all love over here, man. It's all good. That's why we build, man. We're going to get back to our much longer streams, man. But lately we've been, keeping them a little bit shorter. But it's all love and it's all good. And I appreciate you, my guy. But yeah, Fatal Fury this tomorrow. Ryan and Broly, Devin and Ramirez, Tio and Barboza, man. May the best man win. I got Devin boxing a UD, Barboza. I got Ryan possibly stopping Rolly, and I got Tio beating Barboza. You know what I mean? Even though I'm rooting for Barboza, I got Tio winning. So I got Tio, Devin, and Ryan. You know what I'm saying? And on to the next. And then you got Canelo and William Skull. You already know how that's going to go. And then you got NUA fighting on Sunday. And that dude is a monster, just like his name say, right? So with that, man, that's my time, man. Another dope build in the books. Appreciate all the support. If you like, hit the like button on the way out. Much love. Enjoy the rest of this good Thursday, and I'll see y'all tomorrow to close the week. Fatal Fury tomorrow, y'all. Peace to the fan.
Yo, you know the deal. We back again. We never slacking. Word 'em up. Ladies and guys, whether if you drunk or you high, it's time to pay respects to the illest man alive. If you think you got a point, he'll shrink you down to size. And from there it's downhill like a slinky or a slide. Open your eyes, got a deep connection with the rise, so you might see them jump in whenever they go live. Peep it, this channel blowing up now, it's not a secret. With tons of exclusive interviews to listen to. Them other channels I hate, but yo, they missing clues. They start narratives, sip the goose and twist the truth. It don't take a rocket scientist to get the proof. Just click the live at 4 p.m. Eastern time. But when you chime in, make sure you keep it kind. But if cowards want to debate, then it's feasting time. My man Jusdu shine busy all the time. Grind 24/7, 365. Videos he might have 365. My rhyme sick, they make you do a 365. You get a rich if you think you fit to survive. It's Jusdueboxing, time to click the live. Ain't no beginners, if you soft, you ain't down to ride. I crush you, respect too, it's Jusdu. He got the illest boxing show on the internet. The boy been a threat and he ain't even had dinner yet. Word 'em up. Yeah. You know what time it is. $4 p.m. Eastern. Click the link.
In the building. Make sure y'all subscribe to Just Do Boxing, the best boxing talk on YouTube.
Just Do Boxing in the building, 4 o'clock shorty, man. Y'all make sure y'all check him out. He's going to be live today at 4 o'clock, man. And he's going to be spewing some good stuff as he always do with an unbiased approach, man. He's probably the most unbiased channel on YouTube.
What's going on? And one of my favorite channels, if y'all into that, pugilistic perfection. If y'all into that boxing, that's that boy Just Do Boxing here on YouTube. Make sure y'all check out Just Do Boxing, the only unbiased boxing channel on YouTube, because I am definitely biased when I talk about boxing. So
as always, we got to shout out everybody in the chat, man. Shout out to my brother Just Do. Y'all make sure y'all go sub to Just, man. Just doing a hell of a job over there. Had a great interview today. The brother, and I say it respectfully, one of the most non-biased individuals that I've ever heard speak on the sport of boxing. And I got a lot of love and respect for my brother Just, man. And right now, we're going to give him his Just Due. Shout out to my brother Just Do, man. Much love and respect.
Attention fight fans in the DMV. It's live, it's local, it's amateur boxing. Saturday, May the 3rd at Catholic University's Heritage Hall, 620 Michigan Avenue Northeast, Washington, D.C. Come out and support the next generation of fighters as some of the DMV's best amateurs take on their counterparts from Cincinnati, Ohio. Baby Girl Productions, in association with Boxing Not Bullets, presents a night of amateur boxing and karaoke, Saturday, May the 3rd at Heritage Hall, 620 Michigan Avenue Northeast in Washington, D.C. Tickets are now on sale and just $30, available at eventbritedc.com. That's eventbritedc.com. Search Knockout Champs, or you can use the QR code on your screen.